Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Classic WoW community. Welcome back to another super hot fire episode of Good Morning Azeroth, episode 40. My name is Cargos. The date is January 25th, 2020. Joined today by my esteemed friends, esteemed colleagues, upstanding members of the Classic WoW community. You may recognize a familiar face in the bottom left quadrant. You'll love to see it. Who is that? Who is that guy? That guy's all ate up. I haven't seen that guy in a hot minute. Who is the guy? He's eating a banana? What's going on? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Def Camp, Def Chom, hey. Melderon, Dunedin. How the hell are you?
Hey.
Hello.
Greetings.
Nothing scuffed. Nothing scuffed.
Nothing scuffed.
Wow, not yet.
After 40 episodes, we did it, boys. we changed scene transitions with nothing messed up. No one find anything scuffed. We did it.
It only took 40 episodes.
Took 40 episodes, dude. It's been over a year of Good Morning Azeroth, and we have achieved what other streamers achieve in day one. All right. How are you guys? It's been a hot minute. Melderon, it's so good to have you back, man, dude. You're looking sharp, dude.
I haven't seen my brother in a year. Isn't that crazy? He's been gone for a whole year. It's the first time I've seen him, so yeah, it's nice to see him again.
It's good to be back, guys. I'm so excited to be back. I had this banana, and it's been exciting. It's really, I made some new content. Got a new video coming out in like 30, 40 minutes. Should be uploading soon. Video last yesterday. I'm feeling the hype again, guys. I'm feeling it.
Wow.
I love to hear that, man. I love to see you back.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to have my
visited
back.
by the muse again. I see Melderon's been pumping with the videos.
Yeah, I got some ideas for some new content, and hopefully Super Play Brothers tomorrow, and we'll get the
yeah, boy.
So we get the time right. Yeah.
How about you, Def Chomp? Some snapples in the chat for Def Chomp. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. You know me. I can't think on the spot too much, so I'm doing good.
Hell yeah.
Where's your Danny Chime? Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah.
I keep hearing about this, man. People keep talking about this Danny Tribe. I missed the joke there, man. I'm all ate up.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta dress up as a Danny Tribe one time.
Danny Tribe costume wall.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dunedin, how are you, man? The most handsome member of the Good Morning Azeroth crew here. Looking sharp, bro.
About that. Yeah, I have been playing this game called Seven Wonders lately, which is essentially a board game, but I found out that you can play it online on a website, and I've been playing it like 24/7 and selling enchants and blacksmithing items in the background. So yeah. Well, I had a good weekend so far.
Nice.
Good, man. Making some of that money, huh?
Yeah, a little. Not as much though. It went down a little. It's probably because it's pre-PWL right now. People have their armor. It's all enchanted. So
I just put the Danny Tribe link in the YouTube stream. If you guys want to check it out.
What is this, dude? I'm clicking it right now.
It's educational.
Go to well, don't watch it on stream.
I would not watch it on stream.
Go to 8 minutes and 35 seconds on the dot, and you'll see what we're talking about.
All right.
Do not show it on stream.
Sounds like some high quality content right there. Check it out a little bit later.
All right.
It's good to be back with you guys, man. It's good to be back. It's been a minute since we've had all the boys back together. The original OG cast of Good Morning Azeroth. All back together. You love to see it. We've had an interesting week. There's been some updates. We'll get into that a little bit. Here's the agenda for today's episode. We are going to do our little welcome with each other. Say hi to you guys, chat. Hi, chat. How's everyone doing? What are you guys all up to?
Chat.
What's going on with your bad selves? Then we have community news and game updates. So there is actually some talking points here, pretty substantial ones. Then we'll go through some of the top Reddit posts. Shout out to the Classic WoW Reddit. Yo, I finally made it, dude. I finally got knighted in there.
Let's give a round of
what do you mean?
applause for
What does that
Cargo.
mean?
They gave me some special Discord tag, dude. You love to see it.
Oh, you mean for the for the Classic WoW community? Yeah. I'm really happy about that. Finally.
Yeah.
Perfect stealth.
So,
What's up,
perfect stuff. What's up, man? How you doing, man? And then we're gonna be talking about Phase 3. Well, I mean that ties into the game updates, state of the game, all that good stuff. I also got a little special section called Cargo's Little Nuggies because I have to write stuff down so I don't forget. And there's some I was determined to bring up on GMA. I didn't want to forget it. So
Okay.
It's like Woolcloth Baron level stories.
The goldfish, I love it.
Yes, dude. So, all right. Welcome
Before
back,
we do that,
guys.
shall we bless them?
Oh my god, I almost forgot, dude. Yes,
You
Def
did,
Camp, Def
Mr.
Camp.
Goldfish.
Please, I'm behind, dude. Def Camp, bless the people of the classic World of Warcraft community with the loud
Yes.
and thunderous.
Yes. We're going to give a nice blessing here since for episode number 40 and for Melderon coming back. Melderon needs a, well, he's got a banana, but he needs a nice blessing as well. So let's give him a fortitude. Here we go, baby. Good morning, Azeroth! Episode number 40, PWL, coming out in 2 weeks, baby. Let's go.
All right, Def Camp just woke the meth heads upstairs up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. No GMA is complete without Def Camp's introduction, man. Melderon eating banana, dude. That's some high quality
Telebean
content
banana.
there. Telebean banana.
Yeah.
Telebean banana. So, the title of the stream too is, will Blackwing Lair save classic WoW from dying? Right. First of all, we'll save classic WoW.
Is it dying? Is it dying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's put our initial thoughts on that right now. Do you think it's dying to begin with, or do you think how do you sort of feel the broad strokes picture of the community is right now?
I think a lot of the min-maxers are taking a break, and they'll be back for BWL because then they have something else to conquer, and then they'll leave again until AQ. That's just the way they are. I think that some people actually are not happy with the state of the game, primarily because of Blizzard's choices when it comes to server number. I think that's something that's unfortunate that we lost those people.
Yeah.
And I hope that we can get them back. But I don't think it's dying. I think it's just smaller than it was, which is a natural progression of any game. But that's the retail mentality. You kill the whatever the current raid tier is, you leave the game. That's the retail players, in my opinion, that left.
Yep.
Totally agree there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are like looking at WoW like, oh my god, there's nothing to do. We're literally in phase, we're literally only doing MC and Ani right now. It's so much of the game still has to come out. I know I keep on saying this, but it's the truth, right? We got so much fucking time still. And if you're gonna give up now, then you don't deserve to play classic WoW.
Ooh.
Boom! I said it.
Ooh, Def Camp, the purist.
Wait,
I love
what?
it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, so here's one thing.
shots fired.
So, all right, I also promised myself I'm gonna not talk so much because I've been talking too much recently on recent podcasts. Dude, how you feel doing it? How you feel about it?
Well, what Melderon said basically. So I don't think Classic is dying. It's people who played way too hardcore and basically the min-maxers, like you said, they leave and they come back. But there's always the core of people who just like the game and enjoy it for what it is, and they keep on playing. Be it less hardcore maybe in some phases, and maybe with some small little breaks, but they will always be there. So I don't see it's the dying game, and I don't think it needs saving at all. But it will help get the numbers up a little bit again when Blackwing Lair launches. So
I think a big item of contention here is some of the bigger streamers, right? So some of the bigger streamers, first of all, I'm not trying to call anybody out, whatever, but they kind of
Call them out, Def Camp.
all right. Well, they kind of ruined it for a lot of people, and I'm not saying like they're. So what they did is right. They get in there. Oh, I'm going to go hardcore. They're gonna get all this gear funneled to them and do all this shit and act like they're big honchos, and then they get bored of the game. They stop playing because they did everything they needed to do in 2 weeks.
They didn't work for anything either.
Exactly, they didn't work for anything. They got all the gear funneled to them. They got people friggin' running around with them, so they're PvPing and it's not. They're not playing the actual game. What they're playing is they're playing of their version of the game, which is quickened to the max. Right? They're doing everything, getting everything funneled to them, getting PvP, having people with them on the opposite faction, all this other shit, and oh my god, that's a big donation.
wow.
That's a fat donation. We have to call that one out, dude. I never even saw that color before on YouTube. You ever saw that color? Red?
Yeah.
The straight 1 pixel red, dude. That's like the lava in MC. $100, dude. Holy
Totally stopped me in my tracks. I don't even know what I was saying.
Melderon TV at Dune thanks for
Thank
all
you,
you
man.
guys do for the community.
That is
that was a
absolutely
big-
Nutter Butters.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Huge
much.
Force
Stacey,
Ghost, bro.
Force Ghost. You love to see it. This
Love
is what
you,
happens
brother.
when
Love
Melderon
you.
eats a banana on stream, dude. We just start getting
Yeah.
Benjis.
I'm a
Benjamins
thought,
and
bro.
Susan.
Hey, I ate a banana on stream.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Good.
I did
Let's
it for
also use
$25.
bananas on stream.
Did it without
Yeah.
smiling. Yeah.
And it was
Thank you
Dan
so
that gave you the
much.
money.
It was, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I blame those people. I don't really blame them, but it is. I think, and then since all of them stopped playing, it looks like people go on, they see them not playing the game, and I think that did have a big part of it. So,
But do we want those people playing the game?
No, actually, I think it's better off that we're where we are now. So maybe you're right. Yeah.
Yo, let me be honest with you guys. Stream, I'm not lying to you guys. This is 100%. You're looking just straight, straight stream of consciousness from a goldfish to you guys right now. I feel more motivated right now on January 25th to play Classic WoW than even on launch day, man. The community to me feels more intimate now. When everybody and their mama was streaming, and I guess it's a little bit different from a content creator perspective because there's like a financial aspect. You want your channel to grow, you want all these things to consider. Everybody's streaming. There's so much like loud white noise going on, and it was overwhelming, and it honestly got kind of stressful in those early days. The pressure to perform, the pressure to keep up with the Joneses, the pressure to hit 60 in a week, kill rag in a week. All this, I've been chilling, guys. I've been playing on Blood Sail. I've just been doing weird little experiments and little things like this, and I'm feeling so good about Classic WoW right now. If anything, a part of me is like doesn't even want BWO to come out so soon because I'm having so much fun doing what I'm doing right now. Like I almost wish it came out in a couple months later, down the line. I've been doing this, and I'll be talking about what I've been up to recently because I've been doing some weird stuff, Melderon. I don't know if you would approve.
Weird
stuff.
Yeah, man. Moonkin tanking.
Oh, Moonkin tank. You're
Like,
asking the shaman tank guy if I don't approve of Moonkin. Of course, I approve of it.
True.
Like
Okay,
that's amazing.
okay. That's you. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
I think more of that stuff needs to be done.
So what's going to happen is, so when BWO comes out, I have a little bit of anxiety, because when BWO is going to come out, probably a lot of people are going to come back. But it's probably not going to feel as cozy for a little bit. I mean, I don't know. It's a good thing though, right? I mean, people are coming back. Yeah.
It's a good thing. Okay, so people coming back. When I said do we want those people playing, I wasn't trying to be mean. What I mean is that do we want to make a community up of people who just come in to down content and leave? That is so anti-classic to me that it's. Have I been playing as much as I was during leveling? No, but I'm not leaving the game. You know what I mean?
I'm having a damn fun time playing my shaman right now, though.
Yeah, I'm having a great time playing my warrior. Waiting for Melderon, and I'm waiting for Death Camp to get his.
Hey, I'm almost 34, so I'm getting there.
So, but he's got Wind Fury Totem now, so now I'll just use him for his Wind Fury Totem, and then we'll just level together, and that'll be a lot of fun. But I feel like okay, I think things are intimate. However, some of the servers are just so horribly balanced right now that still sucks, man. Like Scarum, it sucks, dude. Like it's bad. I asked Def Camp last night. He was leveling in 1,000 Needles. I was like, "Have you seen any Alliance at all?" He's like, "No, I haven't seen any."
No, nothing.
I don't know. It's just that feels like shit.
Here's the thing about Scarum though. So I spent 3 weeks straight playing on Blood Cell RP server, and I had my ups and downs. Now it's basically all ups though. Like when I look back on Blood Cell, dude, Blood Cell is an amazing server. I really enjoy it. Big shout out to Blood Cell Buccaneers. But I came back to Scarum, and it was like coming back to a major city like New York City. I look at the auction house. There's so much shit up on the. This is Horde side though, right? Of course, right? And I've been hearing through the grapevine that Scarum's dying, dude. Scarum's dying. Scarum's in a really bad spot. I'm not saying it's not with regard to faction balance, but I on a Tuesday night. My first Tuesday back, I logged into the Warlock, and I saw all the people getting ready to get their world buffs and everything. It was so laggy, I couldn't even play, dude. There's too many people in Orgrimmar. It looked like there was thousands of people, and I was like, I wanted to take a screenshot and be like, oh, dead server, by the way, because it felt like it was launch week still. There were thousands of people there, like no joke.
There are a lot of people logging on, yeah, but there's no lines.
Yeah, no lines.
Yeah. I never played in Classic on a server that has faction imbalance, so I'm really lucky on that part. But what people don't understand if they talk about servers dying, and I'm not speaking about faction balance, but just servers' population dropping down, is that a server which is considered now medium population is still way, way, way bigger than it was in vanilla WoW. So it's not dying at all. You can still find groups. You still have your guild. You still have the economy, and if anything, it even gets better because the community, like you said, gets cozier, and you have more of an impact on the community and on the game. So I think it's improving rather than dying. If that makes sense.
It's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah, I think you guys are right, Dune and Melderon, and I think we're having more stable people that are the people that are staying are the more stable people, the people that you want to be playing with. I grouped up every time I've grouped up recently on Skyrim leveling my shaman. I've grouped up with some amazing people, some people that they know what they're doing, right? They know what's going on. They are good players and they're good people too. They're the people that help you out. the people that stay with you when they finish their quest and they stay with you till the end and all that kind of stuff. And that's the kind of people I want to be playing with. You know, not the people that are just, oh, I got to level as soon as possible to get to, you know, this and do that. So it's stabilized in a lot of ways. You know.
To be totally fair, I think the min-maxers, they come back now for PWL, but I don't see them coming back for AQ, and I don't see them coming back for Nax. I think they will just
They can't
quit
handle it, you
after
think?
a while. I think so, and you need some kind of gold income, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just come and do the raid like it is in BFA or whatever expansion. It's more like the totality of the game. If you only come back for raids, I don't see that, honestly.
Yeah, AQ is expensive, NAX expensive. BWL is a little more expensive than MC, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's a good point, Dunedin. I think you need to be active in the game in order to succeed as a min-maxing raider. So I think people who are leaving just cleared Molten Core once or twice and maybe plugged it and was like, oh, I'm done, you know, or whatever. And that's kind of weird because like we run MC and Ani every single week, you know, because there's still people that need 1 or 2 items or whatever.
I still need gear.
I still need gear too. I still need
Yeah, we still didn't get a legendary drop, so I guess we are unlucky. But there's always a reason to keep going.
Yeah, I still need Aurstone Hammer.
I still need some stuff too.
You need Cauterizing Band still.
Yeah.
Cauterizing Band. Same.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
It always drops the week after I spend DKP. So like I spent some DKP on some shit that I really don't need, and then it drops, and I'm like, instead of it goes to the highest healers. So I'm like number 2 or number 3, and I'm just fuck.
I'm number 3 now, so I know I won't get it for at least a month.
Shut up, Kigo.
Kigo.
What did he say? Is that Mr. BRE in the chat?
Yeah, there he is.
Mr.
It
BRE.
slaps.
Thanks to the biddies, guys. Yo, I honestly, this game's got me sprung again, though, guys. I'm being 100% honest with you. I kind of hope Classic is going to be around for years and years because. And one thing I want to mention that it's not rocket science. You guys know this about WoW in general. It doesn't have to be Classic, but it's cyclical, man. It's like the circle of life. Like you play, you go ham, you get burned out, you leave the game for a couple months. You come back, you make a new character or something, a new fresh happens, you go ham, you play for a couple months, you leave for a couple months. Yeah, you know, that's at least for me. Maybe some people.
But you don't really leave though. What you do is Cargo's and like what we're doing is you play on another server, you play on another alt, and like you know what I mean. You're not actually leaving. You're still playing the game, and you're still a part of this the whole family of Classic WoW.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm nervous a little bit that TBC is gonna come out because Classic.
Well, we got a while, man.
Yeah,
we got a while, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's probably gonna be.
Do we have a while?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm one of those dudes that I would still want to play Classic even if TBC is out though.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I have a video coming out. Should be up in like a half hour that goes over all that. Yeah. But you know, it's like.
I would play TBC for the first fresh, you know, and go hard with it. But I'm saying when everything stabilizes and balanced and the games are normalized, I would play Classic. But anyway, sorry.
There's a lot of replayability in TBC, man.
I think so.
Oh,
I kind of look forward to TBC a lot, just like the next big step after Nax.
I do too. I love TBC.
Relive it again, and then after it, I will probably go back.
I can see you getting into Arena, Cargos. Like I could definitely see you doing that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Dead of Night.
Thanks for the membership, Dead of Night. Welcome back, dude.
What's up, brother?
Fellow officer of
Sidewinder.
Sidewinder,
What's
baby.
up,
Yeah.
man? Dead of Night. Yeah, man. I mean, it's aliens, though. I'm just gonna keep saying that. DBC's aliens. It's spaceships and.
I think it's a perfect mix of sci-fi and fantasy to me.
Okay. All right.
TBC. Yeah, because I mean, I like sci-fi, so to me, it's not a big deal, right?
Melderon, how do you feel about Draenei, Melderon? How do you feel about?
I hate him. Well, I hate the Alliance.
Come on.
Oh, you hate the Alliance.
Come on.
Dude, the fact that they can become shamans too, like, come on.
How do you feel about
Space shamans?
Dude, they fight me through the screen. Oh my god. No, the fact that Draenei have shamans makes me want to vomit in my mouth.
Oh.
But other than that, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's a great game. Other than that,
How do you feel about tentacles, Melderon? No.
I'm not into that kind of stuff.
So,
Melderon's a fan of bananas.
Wow. Yeah, bananas.
oh man.
Anyway, I think we're getting distracted with TBC, but like,
there's
still a lot that needs to happen in Classic.
You know what I really can't wait for Classic is like I love the time period was before AQ, right? Like right before AQ, but where you have ZG and BWL, and like there's so much going on. You can do ZG, you can do BWL, you can still do MCP, you can do Ani. All these things are going on. I love doing ZG. I love going to the island and getting the buff and like all this shit. I love like having Stranglethorn Veil feel like it's like a little bit more like popping and stuff like that. And that's like my favorite point of vanilla. I mean, that's probably because that's where like I had the most experience there anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm really looking forward to, like that time period right on there, and when AQ comes out as well.
Yeah.
Because that'll be the first raid that I will be stepping into that I really have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Dude, Blackwing Lair is the coolest raid to me, man. So Scarm calls people that are like really into PvE, like big pumpers, parsers, and he calls them Dragon Slayers.
Dragon Slayers, yeah,
I
that was
love that,
great.
dude. I love that. So my closing thoughts on the TBC versus Classic thing is that, you know, you're Dragon Slayers in Classic. Like, you're not, you know, gifted the Gnar out in like some spaceship in an orbital drop pod with the, you know, flying around into the cosmos and stuff like that. Classic WoW, I'm just appreciate it right now because it feels like a very simple, crude world. You know, that's very.
But hold on a second.
Yeah. And
Hold on.
Orcs are from a different planet. You know that,
people
right?
keep telling me they're aliens, bro. They're not aliens. It's
They are. They're
They
from a
are.
different planet, dude. They literally came to the Targ portal.
But they're in Tolkien, though. It's the Tolkien race. Like,
It's not the
Doesn't
same
matter.
orcs.
Doesn't
They're just
matter.
called
are they aliens in Are there aliens in Tolkien?
They come from Earth. They
Yeah, they
out
come from Middle Earth. Yeah, they come.
I
mean,
come from the Earth.
To
Yeah,
me, though,
exactly.
we're from space, you know. Like the Big Bang happened, we got
Hey, you never know.
spawned
Panspermia.
from
Dude,
a
you ever heard of
meteor
panspermia?
from space.
We're all Stardust, man.
Yeah,
oh my
it's-
god!
Whoa!
$199.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit!
Melderon, eat more bananas, man. People throwing Benjamins in the chat.
Fuck, I'm not
At
full of bananas
Cargo's,
right now.
treat your wife, call
Jordan,
me
dude, you're
hand
the man.
medium dark skin
No,
tone.
but I mean, what I'm saying is like interstellar shit has been part of the Warcraft lore since the beginning. Since
Yeah, he's
Warcraft
absolutely
1.
right. He's absolutely fucking right,
Yeah.
Cargos. It really has.
Yeah. No, thank you
So-
for the 100, Jordan. Yo, appreciate it, man. It's huge. Dude, that's a steak
People
dinner
just
right
throwing
there.
hundreds at us, dude. It's just like,
Insane.
you better start stripping Cargos.
Dude, no, you better chug a Snapple, Melderon eat a banana. Front Nugget, thanks for the Twitch Prime too, man. Man, that's huge.
I tell you
That's
what.
too gone.
I tell you what, though. Like I think, like Melderon said, Warcraft lore is a perfect hodgepodge of a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of sci-fi. Not too much sci-fi, right? It's more it's like science fiction, right? Not like science fiction. It's more like you know what I mean? It's like a little bit of science, a lot of bit of fiction.
There's actually no science at all. It's basically just fantasy. It's just fantasy in space versus fantasy not in space.
Yeah, it's not futuristic, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TBC is space,
Yeah.
right? It's space.
Well, you're in Outland.
You're
so-
in a different. You're in the planet that orcs came from.
Yeah.
That's been but it's after it's been destroyed. That's why you see all that
Right.
shit flying around.
Right, and all that story has been there for a long time, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't
so
look at it.
pandas, so no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm
I wouldn't look at it
I'm not
as space.
touching pandas.
But I think the BC lore is fucking phenomenal. I think it's great. But
Like,
Now, when you start turning foxes into playable characters, then you have a problem, right?
True.
Yeah,
True. Then we have a problem.
yeah.
Okay, let's talk about stuff. Here we go. So, community news, game updates. All right. So let's talk about chat. Help us out here too, because we need your help here as well. Alterac Valley changes. We can talk about that. Blackwing Lair is on the horizon. Phase 3 in general is on the horizon.
2 weeks, right? 2
Can,
weeks.
Can you believe that we're about to be in Phase 3 of Classic, man? Like
2 weeks, dude. Yeah.
Phase 3, man. Like, does that mean
It's
we're,
fast,
we're
isn't it?
getting halfway through Classic already, bro? It feels like we were talking
But it's
about
not
Classic
though.
yesterday.
It's not though, because like if you think about it, we're only going from
halfway
the
points like ZG.
Yeah, we still have ZG, we still have AQ20, AQ40, Nax. We still have so much to go.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a lot. We're going to be done by the end of this year.
You think so?
Max will be out. Max will be out in the winter. I guarantee
I think
it.
Nax will be out right before 2021. But then we're gonna have Nax for like 6 months, dude.
You think so? You think Nax? But
Here's my whole thing. They're going to announce TBC at BlizzCon this year. They're going to bring it out next year in the middle of next year. That's the way it's going right now. Nax will be out in fall, dude. No, sorry, winter. It'll be out in the winter. It'll be Q4. Q4, maybe Q1.
So freestyle off the top of the dome. How do the phases go? If you had to guess. Just
What do you mean how the
shoot
phases?
from the
So,
hip. Phase-
summer will be AQ.
Okay.
We'll have
Wait, GG first.
ZG. ZG will be out
When yes, so this is February is phase
So
3.
ZG
BWL.
Arathi Basin. Do you think they're going to drop at
April?
the same time, Melderon, or do you think they're going to drop?
Nah, they're gonna drop WSG before.
Yo, people were
you mean
saying that
AB?
BWL
I mean
phase
AB.
though. They were saying, remember back in the day, they were saying BWL phase. They were gonna stretch it out a lot. That's what they were theorizing. Like once they're gonna rush, they're gonna like front load stuff. Then once BWL comes out, they're gonna like let that.
I
sit
mean,
for-
maybe, but the thing is, they probably have a button, and it's like once the subs drop below, they probably hit next content phase. You know what I mean? And I think like after people clear BWL and they start to see that dip again, they're gonna drop the next piece of
And
content.
see, like, I don't think we can really look at the original vanilla like content release plan because we had Nax come out, and then like two months later, you had.
Plus, we have 1.12 the whole time.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
There's some-
talent.
I think after Nax comes out, we're gonna have like a good 6 months or so before TBC comes out.
Maybe.
So I think,
but I think they're already designing. They're already planning the launch. They're already planning TBC.
I would
think.
hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's it's probably already done. But I'm thinking of what Cargo said. I think ZG is May, probably instead of April. April seems really fast. That's 2 months, almost.
Yeah,
it's
he's
it's
right.
the
Well,
end
How long
of
was
January.
MC out? How long was MC out before this? What, 2-3 months, right?
MC is out since Lounge.
About 4
Sorry.
months it's been, right?
What am I thinking of?
August.
Phase 2, you mean?
Phase 2, yeah. Phase 2 and Phase 3 was how far apart?
Yeah, but,
But
those
it's-
phases don't have
it's
huge
different, though.
content, though. You know what I mean? It's yeah.
I get your point. But I can't see going past summer without AQ, dude.
I think ZG will be before summer holiday.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah.
sure. But then I think AQ is probably like September, and it
Yeah, I
takes a
think
while.
I'm right with Dunedin. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible.
AQ, you first have the gates to open, then you have an entire new
you have the
40
pre-launch.
and 20 man raid. So I think it's probably next is only like February or March.
That's what I'm thinking
Do
too.
you think once Classic runs its course and all that, Blizzard's still gonna keep the servers on though, right? Or like,
I
or
hope
at least
so.
a few, right? Like even
Yeah.
I don't
think
think,
so.
so. honestly.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I think they will move everything to TBC and maybe make a fresh classic, but I don't see them leaving the servers open, make it fresh, and move people to TBC. That's 3 different things. I don't think that's going to happen.
So you think they'll just start over some classic realms if people want to start this journey over again?
Either dead or just everyone to TBC, but that's like the big risk because then you have private servers again. So I think just fresh and TBC, and that's about it. Either dead or the old vanilla servers, no fresh, and TBC. So, but I kind of prefer fresh then, if I have to.
Yeah, I
Same,
do too.
same.
Yeah. At that point, I'd rather deal with a fresh vanilla server. And now it's already been run. You just run out the same way it was on the original time. You know? Yeah.
But do you think they will release a fresh classic vanilla and then also at the same time TBC? That seems
Yeah, I
weird
don't know.
to
Thinking
me.
about that, that sounds like a lot to deal with, right? So
Not really. Well,
Maybe,
I mean, once-
if there's only a couple vanilla servers, though, it won't be that bad, right?
yeah.
There's like 5 classic servers, and then all the rest go to TBC. You know?
I just for that reason, I think they will just move everything to TBC and then like half a year later, maybe release some new fresh classics. I don't know.
But then, yeah, I think they would have to do it at the same time because then you have people who are might go to private servers or I don't know. Maybe we're
Yeah,
yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Depends how many people still play, I suppose.
But what do you guys think about BWL? Do you think most guilds are going to have an issue with it? Do you think that it's going to be just as easy as MC was? Do you think we're just totally?
No, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a tier above, honestly. So
it's going to be a
you
tier
know,
above. But do you think that the private server push over the
we just talked about this with Scarm. There's a few nuggies that I will regurgitate right now that might be interesting. So first of all, AL came in the chat and he said this. He said every fight in BWL is harder than the hardest fight of MC. Pretty much. Every fight.
Yeah, but
is
how
a
much harder is the question?
Right.
Is what I mean.
The other thing is that Scarm was saying that yes, technically you could come into BWL and kill everything in pre-bis, but you need to be high speed and know what you're doing and go in there. So like the top guilds are probably going to clear it very, very quickly in under an hour, right?
Yeah.
So in full Nax gear, I think Progress did it in 20 minutes or something like that. So we don't have full Nax gear right now, but they'll still probably get it in under an hour. But I think for the majority of guilds, once you get it down past that initial super high top tier min max try hard level, it could be a real wake up call.
I
because
think
it's
so
gonna,
too, Cargos.
Yeah.
I mean, even fights like forget about Razor Gore and Val for a second. And we'll talk about like a lot of people call like the dragons the loot pinatas, like, but if you don't do those dragons right, like you can fuck up pretty easily. We were practicing it, and just getting hit by those like flame buffets and stuff like that, like getting your stacks off, and then you have suppression room, and even the trash in BWL, right? Suppression room, all that kind of shit is definitely a challenge. And I think if you are coming in there never have done it before, you definitely are like the people who have done it before on private servers definitely have a leg up, right? And if you have a whole guild that's done it before in private servers, they definitely have a huge leg up. But if you have a group of people like us that are half people who've done it before, some people have done it in vanilla, some people did it on private servers, some people have done it not at all. We're gonna progress through it. I think it's gonna take maybe a couple weeks or whatever. And then you're going to have guilds that are going to take, up to a month or more to progress through BWL. I really do think that it's going to be like that.
I think our guild is like yours, if I hear it correctly. We have experienced people and less experienced people. By the way, I never cleared BWL myself yet. So I did clear a few bosses in vanilla, and I cleared a few more bosses on private servers.
Right.
And then I just didn't want to spoil it, so I quit raiding. Because I wanted to see it fresh here in Classic WoW. But I hope you're right. I have a fear that it will be too easy because of the balance, the talents, all that stuff. And people are way too prepared to. Even though we are not a hardcore guild, we have our Black Lotus stacked up. We have the Flask coming in. We have basically all the biz gear almost. Everything is enchanted. Everything you can think of, we kind of have it prepared right now. So I played in Classic, and I was there at Veil Stress, and we wiped a lot on that boss, and that's where I quit back then. But that was with people in what they thought was biz gear, but actually wasn't. They were just using the tier sets from back then, even the paladins. So people didn't really know what to do, and they still cleared it after I quit the guild. So I think we now, because of the over preparation and then all the balance changes and the pass changes and the talents and all that stuff and the gear specifically, it will probably be too easy. But I hope so hard that I'm wrong, because I want to see progress. I want to see the progression, and I want it to take at least a month, but hopefully longer. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
I know it doesn't.
No, it's not a bad thing.
I'm afraid. I think if it was on private servers, we can definitely say, okay, it'd be a little bit longer. But I'm wondering how much easier it's going to feel than private servers.
There's one thing I've learned historically so far, based on our conversations and then how things actually pan out. Like, if you think about it, remember with leveling and everything, like, we kind of get it. We drink the Kool-Aid a lot, and we think everybody's going super, super hard when it's actually a really, really small portion of the community, it feels like, when it actually pans out. Like, I raided the other day on Bloodsail on my pally. First of all, I tanked MC as a pally. I wasn't like the big boy tank, but, they put me on the boss a little bit or whatever. It was really fun. I was really self-conscious about it, like, going in there. I never did anything like that before, which was cool. But I was with the guild that did Progression Sulfuron last week. And they're very excited to down Sulfuron Harbinger, man. I mean, I don't know if they've been going hard from the start or not, but they killed Sulfuron. They wrapped up the raid at that point. Everybody was in high spirits, and
that's cool.
That's a thing, There's still guilds like that too. I don't know. I think there's a good likelihood that it slaps some guilds around, man. I mean, we'll see, but yeah.
I guess it will, but I want to have a challenge myself, and I don't think we will get one. And that I think there are way more guilds that are a little bit above that. What you described, Cargos. I think the average guilds are way better than they used to be, and I think like 90%, if not more, of all the guilds clear MC in a couple of hours. So
I think we're gonna see a shift though in BW. We're gonna probably see maybe like 60%.
We're gonna do some wipes. We're gonna wipe a little bit. It's gonna happen. We're gonna have issues with trash. We're gonna have issues with Veil and Razor Gore
you think
and
so?
Chromagus.
I think.
Some, yeah.
Don't you think Veil will be easy? Veil seems easy if you have the right gear.
In theory, Veil is very easy, right?
Here's the thing, though. Nothing is tauntable. That was like the main thing that kept brought up on the Twitch chat. So this is what I think was it Scarm or Ale who brought this up. I thought it was a really interesting point. You've seen how shitty. One's in the chat if you've been in a really shitty Onyxia, like a pug or something like that.
Sure.
Where she's just bouncing around, freaking spraying everybody left and right. Everybody's getting clapped. You're just like, oh god, this is so painful. You're in this. Scarm was saying, that's BWL for you. Like every fight is like that. Have fun. You
Yeah,
know, like you have to be
yeah.
very careful
Yeah.
with your threat. There's nothing you can taunt.
Oh
and,
my God, threat is
it
huge,
is
yeah.
something that seems really simple in concept. You know, when you execute it, all it takes is
Exactly.
a couple
Yeah.
brain dead, you know, zugs or whatever. And then,
Or Kigo or something like that,
Yeah,
where he's going
Kigo
to pull
pulls
threat.
Yeah, but
You
we
know,
got,
it's
we were practicing on whatever, we were practicing BWL stuff, and we had people who were in tier 3, and we had one of our tanks, Fane, and he didn't lose aggro the entire time, which was awesome. He's fury tanking, kept aggro and Veil the entire time, and then when he got killed, whatever, we had the other tank pick up who was second highest on threat, Frick, and they did a great job. So I do have a lot of faith in our fellow raiders. We have some really good players that we're playing with. We really through MC our raid really did progress. We kind of helped the people that needed help. We kind of cut the fat, so to speak. Not like saying we're cut people, but got more people to where they needed to be. And
we're getting more lean as a raid.
Yeah, I have a lot of
lean,
more-
not losing people, but lean is in the more fit. Is kind of what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
trim the fat.
Yeah.
Trim the fat, but not not like not culling the people, but trimming, literally getting more fit for raiding. But Dane, you're absolutely right. In theory, it's an easy fight. It's an absolutely easy fight in theory. The issue is that can you produce enough damage to get him down while not spiking in threat to pull off?
I think it used to be a very, very bad fight or hard fight back in the day because people were not geared as geared as they are now, and we didn't even know that DPS warriors were a thing back then. We didn't even have one in the guild. Maybe we had one, but just it. I think in AQ40 the first real DPS warriors started to pop up. On my server at least, and from what I know, maybe it was different on different servers. But now we have like 8 DPS warriors and their damage spikes up, so I think it will be a little bit too easy. But we'll see about that. There's something really interesting in the chat that I wanted to talk about, which is John Leslie says, rumor is stealth buffs might come to BWL. What do you think about that?
Where's that rumor from?
I don't know. I have thought about that too, but I think it would be a smart thing to do from Blizzard to just buff it and say it's 1.12.
To see how MC went, seeing how MC went, it's. I definitely hope that we, because the way it is on private servers, I think is pretty. The armor values are seems to be a little bit higher and stuff, and I think that would be. We're not saying change the mechanics at all, right? We're not saying that kind of stuff. We're saying
just buff all the numbers. Whoa.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's vote on it. One's in the chat. One's in the chat if you want hashtag no changes. Two's if you want buffs, man. If you want buffs.
This is a tough one.
If you want them to buff, think about this, guys. Think about this, man. Like,
I want them to buff, but I don't want them to say it. So
you don't want them to say it. Just sleep.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
The only issue I have is like that guild you were with, Cargos, that was progressing through Sulphurian Harbinger. It's going to hurt people like that, and that's why I'm a little. I wish we knew like kind of how good everyone was, right? And if the majority of the player base is running through MC like it's Charlotte Monastery, then we should probably consider.
It's not going to happen though.
Here's my thing.
I don't.
If you want the hard raid content, do splits, man. Get more gear. That's the high level line of play.
Do less people.
Yeah, less people. That's how you can make it harder, man. You can start using use the MP5 sets. Get more gear. I would want to see the first iteration of Classic WoW servers to be as no changes as possible, and then after they marinate for a little bit and everybody gets a taste and the community gets to see the potential problems with stuff being in its current state, they go for future servers. They're like, all right, maybe we can.
What I want is they should make it as difficult as it was in the 1. Whatever it came out, 1.5, 1.6. So just above it slightly. So it's at least as difficult as it used to be, right?
Yeah,
that's no changes still in a way.
Buffing it to make it more vanilla-like is no changes still, in my opinion. Yeah,
it's so funny. This is the great debate. It comes to my mind, right? Is no changes no changes to the feeling of classic,
Well,
or is it
yeah.
actually the values? Isn't that what we're getting to here with all this
Well, I
content?
don't think
for the
no
best?
changes exist anymore.
Yeah,
It
that,
doesn't.
well, that doesn't.
Yeah,
but-
it's been
but
totally broken.
it's preserving the accurate values from the game back in the day versus preserving the experience that we had back in the day.
Yeah,
For
I
me,
think
I don't think
preserving
we
the
can-
experience is the most important
I
thing.
think so.
Ooh.
Can we really
Yes.
recreate that experience of being
John
14-year-olds
Leslie had a
lost
good
in the sauce
question,
again?
though. John Leslie said, if they made raid content more hard, what would happen to the hybrid specs that are currently viable,
True.
but wouldn't be if the content was harder? So you
They
would see
will
a lot
still
more
They would still be viable.
They will
It-
still
Well,
be
they would
viable.
be viable, but you would see, I think, a lot more people taking less.
But the question is, what do you mean by hybrid specs? So
like an enhancement shaman or an
that's not,
elemental
that's
shaman.
not, to me, that's not an enhancement.
It's
Shaman is not a
viable.
hybrid. It's not. It's so what I mean. The reason you bring enhancement shaman to your raid is to buff your melee group, right? So if you're doing it for that purposes, that's not really considered a
Right.
meme
Well, like
anymore.
you know how sometimes we have two boomkins.
Yeah.
So we would like
that
would be like
okay. That's
Yeah.
a better example. Yeah, that's a better example. But
Yeah.
we're
They
not
still
going to kick.
buff.
We're not going to kick out our moon.
or an Ellie shaman. Like, what's the point of having an Ellie shaman? Honestly, you know.
Well, yeah, we're not going to. But we're not
Yeah.
going to kick out our.
Yeah.
our
That's what I'm
because
saying
it's a
though.
little bit
But
harder.
I think we would see a lot more people not
Yeah.
bring an Ellie.
My
shaman
thing is,
on.
if you can down MC with a couple meme specs, then like
well, we're
what's-
talking about
what's
if
wrong?
they made the content harder in PWL.
even
But
then,
I-
you should
I-
still be able to do
I
it.
think you can still bring
should,
the
but
Red Paladin.
I agree. I think like John said, we would see people bring less of it. As
They,
a
they
wrap.
might, but
Yeah.
well, if you look back to Vanilla WoW, I think that our guild had at least 2 or 3 Red Paladins, because they didn't know healing was a thing.
Are people really signing up to raid in Classic WoW for the difficult, super challenging raid content?
Nah, they
Maybe,
don't.
but,
They aren't.
but the thing is, you could still do that with splits. And if you are playing at that some super min-max level, you will be doing splits to get more gear. Like it is absolutely the line of play that you go for if you can manage it, right? So you will still make use of MP5 sets, things like this that are going to have more value in the longer fights. The game is just good, man. The game is good as is. I don't know. I don't want to tinker with
A lot
it
of
too much.
people. I don't know if you guys want to switch topic, but a lot of people have been asking about the Alternate Valley changes.
Oh yeah, we can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll let you guys talk about that because
So
right.
when I first read it, maybe we should. Do you have
Read
the
it.
blue post?
I have it
somewhere?
up. Yeah, I have to zoom out a little bit. You can, now, this is the Alterac Valley adjustments incoming. This happened 2 days ago. My man Kyvax. Pretty much. Let's TLDR this in the chat, guys. What is the TLDR from this? Basically, from my perspective, it's they made it so you can queue 5-man AV. They changed the system so there's no numbers on the BG. Like you can't dodge AVs or join specific AVs or do weird stuff like that. They also changed something to the diminishing return, so you get what is it, less?
More.
Oh no, you get
you get
more
more,
honor.
you get more honor per repeat kill because the reason they did that is because there's more PvP happening in battlegrounds.
Right.
Therefore, it promotes. You can stay in there longer and still get more bang for your buck, essentially.
That's a big one, right?
Yeah.
When I read that, that's the thing that buffs Warson Gulch indirectly.
Yes. Exactly.
And I hope it's enough. I didn't check it out. I don't know how the meta shifted, if it even shifted, but I hope it's enough to shift the ranking meta to Warson Gulch instead of AV. Does anyone know if it shifted already?
I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it had that much effect. But you know, I don't know. But honestly, my favorite thing, and I feel like I said, thank God that they listen to people, because like the first thing when AV came out, I'm like, I want to be able to queue with at least 5 people, and I think everyone agreed on that. Like, why can't we queue with at least 5 fucking people, 4 other people? Like that right there for me makes it so much more fun to be able to go in there with some people.
I have zero reason to play a battleground if I can't play with people I want to play. Zero. For me personally, I don't care about ranking at all. I hate AV. I hate it, but I will do it if Dunedain, and Def Camp, and Cargos want to do it together and we have a fun time. Then I'll do it. Sure. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go to my...
Yeah.
I went in there, got my friggin' lay of the Lifebringer, and I never went back into AV again.
Same, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was like, what? Why the hell am I going to go in here? You know, like...
I didn't even bother to get the super exalted trinket.
Oh, I did. I actually pushed it a little
So
bit
another
extra.
implication
Yeah.
is the Alliance can't pre-made in mass anymore, right? I think that was another thing that was brought up. And I'm looking at the comments right now. People seem very...
I believe so.
So this seems like somewhat subtle changes to me, but maybe it's more dramatic than I'm thinking right now. But the people, I've been hearing it through the grapevine and the discords, people feeling like this is a major win How do you guys feel, chat in particular? Anybody actively ranking in the chat can share some insights on the ramifications of this update? But it feels like a major victory for the community. People feel like, oh, Blizzard's listening. They're actually making adjustments.
Yeah.
We've been crying for them for weeks and weeks. So probably
I
a
love when
positive
that kind of
thing,
stuff
right?
happens. Yeah, I love when Blizzard actually listens to the community, like in this respect. Like not everything should be changed, but when it's like en masse, everyone agrees on like this kind of stuff. I really like to see how that Blizzard finally is like, okay, let's let this happen.
Could have been a bit more though, like a slight nerf
Yeah.
to lieutenants.
It's
Sorry.
very good. It's
Honor.
very good that this happened. And because I'm glad. So Blizzard had just opened the door and said, "Yeah, we're willing to step in and make changes to the game in the betterment of the community." As far as I'm concerned, right? This is unprecedented, right?
Yeah.
So this is the
Well,
first
yeah.
time it is unprecedented.
Well, with the phase changes and stuff like that, you know.
Well, phasing. Well, yeah, but that was before the game came out. This is an actual active change to the game while it was live.
True. Okay,
Right.
and
That's unprecedented.
The fact that I'm not super triggered by this is probably a good sign too, because this is an example of potential changes that you can make around the periphery of the game without actually touching a lot of like in-game values.
Correct.
That will have people crying no changes and stuff like that, right? I mean, it seems like this is like a change that I see, and I just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, like that's cool. Like it doesn't bother me too much. You know, if they went in there and let's say started, they said you now get 100% or 50% honor from AV, that might make me scratch my head a little bit more too. You know, this seems like
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think it kind of sucks that the community didn't get the AV they wanted. I think that's kind of again, not a fan of AV, but I would have wanted more people to be happy with the version of AV. And I think this is a step in the right direction, but I just can't wait for AV to come out, man.
Here's the thing that I can't stop thinking about, though. I want to bring this up. Let me pause for effect. Let me count to 3. 1, 2, 3. AV had a lot of potential. Like a lot of things in the game had a lot of potential to actually be fun and cool to do. Because if you did have a different version of AV, for example, and you actually played it and almost like did the whole RP of the battleground and turned in the supplies and summoned the bosses and turned in the little bone fragments and did all the quests and when someone died, bro?
Is that your cat?
It's fine. It's fine. It's my girlfriend this time.
She alright,
cat
bro?
is sitting
You want us
there.
to call
Yeah,
you
it's fine.
call EMS, bro? I'll call him right now.
Sounds like someone fell.
I'm saying the potential of it. What is there a possibility, guys, that AV could have been really fun, that people would have queued, even people like Melderon would have solo queued because it was actually so dope. Like you joined and you were like, yo, this is actually fun.
I think exactly this, Targos. If you had the fucking have the herbs, have the fucking possibility of Black Lotus, have the all those quests, like all the heads and all that kind of shit, the body parts, and do the original like AV where it feels so much more like an entire event when you go in. You have people picking herbs, you have people doing all this other shit. Like you can go there and make money. Like I would have been doing. Like I think it would have been amazing to see it like that.
Yeah,
I would.
It would have been great.
Or is it, the other alternative is that maybe Melderon thinks this way, but maybe AV is just not fun. It's just not a fun battleground.
I personally
no,
don't
it's
enjoy AV.
Yeah.
But the old one is definitely more fun. So
Yes,
but I
yeah.
can see why you don't enjoy it. I hate this version, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the mix of PvE and PvP. I think that's where it comes down to me.
By the way,
Now it's not a mix. Now it's just PvE.
It's not. It's just PvE. Yeah.
I just went on my character to go see like what queue times are like right now. So I queued up for Azeroth Valley. Guess what the queue time is?
30 minutes?
32 minutes. Yeah,
That's insane. Yeah, it's insane.
32
dude.
fucking minutes.
What's the
dude.
queue time
insane.
for Warcraft Gulch?
9. It was 9.
9?
So
Yeah.
can we say the meta is shifting then?
I think so. If it's
Maybe,
9
yeah.
minutes.
Someone in my guild did some quick math on honor. So on the previous system, if you had if you killed the target 5 times, you gain approximately 937.5 honor for it.
Mhm.
While if you kill him now with 10% diminishing return, you get 2,250 honor for it. So that's over double. So that actually buffs Warson Gulch by a lot, I would say.
Okay.
It seems a small change,
That's
but it's
interesting.
it's actually a huge
It's actually
change.
huge.
And for me, War Song's way more fun.
Yeah, Warsong.
Oh
is
my
mad.
God. Yeah.
Here's the thing though. I heard the argument that if they make Warsong the meta, then nobody's gonna do AV. But I actually don't think that's true because there's actually a lot of reasons to do AV. Even if you're, to get the gear. First of all, that's a whole nother thing, right? The gear. So there will always be a demand to do AV. This is why Warsong should be the ranking meta. So it gives very compelling reasons
Absolutely
to do
right.
both, right?
I agree.
And the other
Yep.
thing is leveling. Some people actually
Yes.
level in AV. They
Yep.
go pick up the Ice Barb Spear, and because they can't really move the needle meaningfully in the battles, they go do all the RP PvE stuff. They're turning
Exactly.
stuff
Yes.
in,
Yes.
and it almost gives you naturally the incentives are aligned so that you get this kind of Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
And, in my opinion, it requires a lot more PvP skill and prowess to do WSG. A lot more.
Absolutely, yeah.
So to me, it's more like, I'm badass. I'm doing WSG versus I'm just spamming AV and running into a fucking boss. and killing it.
Each individual is so
like-
much more important in WSG, right?
That's
Like,
another thing, right?
yeah,
You have to have a cohesive unit. You have to learn how to PvP as a group. It's more of a war. Even though
You can go
Altered
off
Valley
whatever the fuck you
feels
want
like a
to.
war, it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
isn't.
If you
WSG
go off
is a
and
war.
go into fucking
Yeah.
mine or whatever in AFK, it's not going to make that big of a difference.
Right.
Yo, would you guys want a solo queue or Song Gulch? Like,
No.
what if there was a solo queue or Song Gulch? It'd be everyone. Okay, yeah, maybe.
What do you mean? Well, you can.
there's
So I always solo queue War Song Gulch because I haven't really been playing with people, and then when I do twink games or whatever, I don't really have a lot of people to PvP with, so I just queue solo, and then it's not that bad in the twink bracket. That's why I like the twink brackets because there's no pre-mades all the time. Like when I queue on my solo on my Warlock, I always fight.
Yeah.
It feels like it's almost a
pre-made
60% chance that you're gonna fight some pre-made, and then you kind of just get rolled,
dude,
man.
a lot of the pre-mades are not good. There are some really shitty pre-mades out there. Every pre-made, I played one day where I solo queued, and every pre-made we went against, we beat. Every single one.
Yeah.
What I did-
I queued for 3.
What I did in the past few weeks was we just with a few guild members we just queued up for Warsong Gulch like 4 or 5 times a week and maintained the honor rank I am at now. So that's rank 4, and other people did the same. In hopes that Warsong Gulch get buffed, and apparently now it is. So I might go and play a little bit more and try to rank up now. Actually feel motivation to try it out.
Yeah, dude. Reading this through, because I haven't been ranking, guys, if I'm being honest with you. So like this change just kind of slipped through for me, and I was just kind of like listening to it in the periphery. But now talking it out with you guys, it seems like the game is probably in a better spot now. Like it's kind of exciting.
I agree.
It's kind of exciting.
I do too. Yeah,
Good job,
yeah.
Blizz, dude. Good job.
That's
Yeah, good
so
job.
much.
Now all they got to do is magically
Exactly.
protect the
Solve it.
balances on all the servers, and then we'll be fucking perfect, right?
Yeah.
They just need
Yeah.
to magically take people and just place them randomly in different servers.
Yeah, just make them like bots. Like I don't care. Like if there's like 5,000 like bots that just come on alliance.
Yeah,
like,
use
whatever.
that island expedition technology and make like alliance bots and scare
there
them.
you go. And just make them suck so I can kill them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I just thought of something too. Okay, I just thought of something. Let me go to my little slide.
My Little Pony.
All right. So here's another thing. Where's this Reddit post at? Okay. All right. Here's this. Okay. Here we go. Have you guys
Come
been
on,
seeing
Goldfish,
this?
you
Have you been seeing this, yo? People have been one pulling Cath, one pulling Arm, one pulling
The
Mardon.
whole dungeon?
The whole dungeon in one pull.
No,
It's not
I
just
gotta
one
see
guy.
that too.
It's like 5 people. Here's the thing, though, guys. Here's the thing. Okay. I actually enjoy running spell cleaves. If I have to level a character to 60, I could
yeah.
enjoy doing the spell cleave.
Oh, it's fun.
With that said, though, please, if it's a strong consideration at this point to nerf the dungeon XP, man, because you're getting like 100k XP per hour in the 30s now. Like you're doing 20-minute levels from 30 to 40, dude.
Then you're hurting the people who are doing the dungeons right, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I honestly, so as someone who has spell cleaved 4 characters, I have spell cleaved 4 characters, guys. I'm telling them, I really think if they're gonna go down this route and start changing stuff and changing values, if that is the direction they're gonna go,
No, they can't do that.
if
No,
they
no.
do though, if they start messing with values, nerf the dungeon XP. So that
This is why
because
this
I-
Cargos
I-
is why
no,
this
this is why I
Pokemon
hate you, Cargos.
Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
You can't do that because me and Melderon like to
can't
do it
do
like
that.
normally. You know?
Yeah, we like doing the dungeons. Most people do the dungeon normally, dude.
But it's still worth it though if they nerfed. Okay, no. Here's okay. No, okay. This is what I'm saying. Sorry. Let me clarify. All right. Nerf the dungeon XP if there's a 60 there or a high level. If there's a high level,
Okay.
because right now the algorithm
It
or
already is,
whatever.
though.
No, dude. You come in there with the 60 mage and you one pull everything. And the thing is, SM, you can do multiple dungeons. You can do 10 dungeons in one reset. You can do 10.
Why are you playing Classic WoW? If that's the way you level through this game,
I'm just saying, man. It's like
you might as well play retail.
It's like telling someone to lose gold on purpose, man. It's some people are incapable of it, dude. You can't. Like, I'm not gonna go out there and loot amber corns if I can do 10. If I can do 10 dungeons in one reset, I can't go out to Desolus and loot amber corns. I could do it one time. I did it on the Paladin. I leveled him very slowly and organically, and it was fantastic. What do you guys think about that?
Why was it fantastic? Why are you not doing it more?
Exactly.
And why are you not playing retail?
No, because I like classic. No, I still love classic though. I mean, it is kind of fun doing the big fat pulls and all this. But...
Oh man, I don't. It's so antithetical to the game, like that type of gameplay. Don't get me wrong. So when we leveled our first characters, we got into SM with Kigo, myself, Def Camp, a Bear Druid, and one other person. I think it was Aesthetics. It was
Sarmi. Was it a Sarmi or?
And Sarmi. So I was, when the demoralizing roar bug was still in effect, we would just pull like 3-4 packs and just mow them down, right? Yeah. And I'm like, we gotta stop doing this. It just didn't feel right. And then lo and behold, they changed it like in 3 days because it was not supposed to be that way.
You're saying with the raid changes? With the raid?
Demoralizing demo roar bug.
The demo roar thing. Okay. So if you have the 60 in the party, if they nerfed it so that you get barely any XP if you have some level cap 60 in there, who's going to be upset? I'm going to be upset because I do that myself with all my characters. If I'm trying to do some science project and level a guy up or something like that, I'm doing that. So it's going to hurt me directly. But at the same time, here's my thought. SM is crazy, right? SM, you can go from 26 or something all the way to 43, right? In SM, it's a huge swath of the game. Level is my favorite part of the game. There is no... If you can,
you're just giving Melderon more ammunition at this point.
People are paying for boosts. They're paying 4 or 5 gold a boost for the SM carries, man. You're just like writing that off, man, for a lot of people.
Of course I'm writing it off. Yeah. I don't want to play like that. Like even if I had a mage that was capable of doing that, I would rather you want to sit in SM for 20 fucking dude.
It really is antithetical.
If you want to sit in there for 20 levels.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, first of all, you don't want to do that because it's the level in which you go to Stranglethorn Vale and you can't miss that.
Exactly.
You can't miss Stranglethorn Vale. Exactly.
Secondly, I think you can nerf something though, but I don't think you can nerf the experience because then you basically nerf going to the dungeon altogether.
Right.
I think if they change it, and I'm not saying they should, but if they do it, they should just make the dungeon a little bit harder, so you can't do it anymore. So you have to use crowd control, which you don't have to use at this very moment anymore.
I think dungeons should be as hard as they were in private servers.
Yes,
I agree. So rather than nerfing the experience, just make it
buff
harder.
the armor a little bit, buff the health a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it can remove that type of gameplay. I don't think that's.
What if they made it so you couldn't go into?
If it doesn't remove it, only the really good people will be able to do it still.
All right. So what if the dungeons resets? You know how you can do 5 resets per hour, right? You can do 5 resets. Yeah. What if they did it so you can only do 5 instances per hour? So you couldn't pop into, because when you do SM, right? You do GY live. You do live arm, then you do armed cath, right? That's the beautiful thing about SM, because you can double dip. You can do multiple dungeons before you have to do the reset, all within the 12 minutes, right? So what if you have these guys doing sick 1 pulls in SM, right, for cath and all that, but they could only do 5 caths per hour instead of doing 5 caths and 5 arms per hour? I don't know.
I thought it was 5 dungeons.
No, that's the thing about SM, bro. The thing is, because you go do cat, then you run into armory after you do armory, then you reset.
No,
so you're doing 2 dungeons.
What I mean is, I thought library, armory, cathedral. I thought they're all considered dungeons.
No, they're all separate though. They're their own separate. So you can go do, you can 1 pull cath, 1 pull arm, reset all within like 15 minutes, and be able to do. It's obscene. It's obscene. It's just it's obscene.
I just don't see that. I just don't see any benefit. I don't see any way I would enjoy that. Personally.
Yeah, me either.
Do you enjoy having level 60s that are, I mean, that's the thing.
I enjoy
having 1 level 60.
Yeah.
1 level 60.
Yeah,
all right.
I have 1 level 60, and I leveled him the best, most classic, the best way I could do a classic experience.
Like, I haven't
leveling.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun leveling my shaman right now. Like with leveling with Melderon, going to different zones, doing a dungeon every once in a while. Yeah, but if I were to just level him through dungeons, like, what's the point? Like, for me, so much of the experience of the character is getting new abilities every level, like getting all these things, enjoying like going out in the world and like that's what it is.
Interacting with new people you haven't met before.
Yeah, that's true.
That's-
I mean, I did that on my Paladin. I had the most fun I ever had on any character.
Exactly.
Why do you keep doing
No,
it?
but I'm just saying, it's like, but
Yeah.
okay. Well, what about this though? What if there was some gold farming method that was brain dead, but they were making like 300 gold per hour or whatever? I mean, you can literally look at Dire Maul East,
There is
finesse
that.
farms. So, so you think there should, doesn't even matter. Like those are all fine, right? Like people can just go make 300 gold an hour and you're sitting over there looting amber core and selling them for like 1 gold a pop.
If you level a mage, the benefit of having a mage that you can farm fucking copious amounts of gold.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. That's the way the game works. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I don't have a mage because I don't. Would I like to level a mage before the game stops? Yes, I would. I actually have a level 10 mage or whatever. But I don't know. I wanted to get to 60. I wanted to raid on my shaman. That's the most important thing to me is PvE progression. That's what I like the most.
And
So-
leveling progression, like
And leveling.
yeah.
Leveling's a close second for me. PvE progression is the most
Yeah.
important thing for me. So,
Yeah.
but I just want to. I'm that dragon slayer, but I'm a horde dragon slayer.
Or
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
So we're fine. We're fine here. Nobody else is triggered by it. I feel like it's me because
But Carlos, you just said like the fact that you just said I had the most fun ever leveling my paladin that way, just like says it all for me right there.
yeah.
That's probably because it was a paladin. So
'Cause it was a
No,
paladin.
no.
Let's not go too far, Jimmy. Let's not go too far.
Yeah.
I love you to death, Cargo. Sometimes I just don't.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah,
Some of the stuff you do, I just don't get
I
it.
get it.
Well,
Me and
I
Melderon
really
plays the
appreciate a
game
lot of
exactly
stuff you
the
do,
same.
like the moon. But yeah, when you like this whole spoke leaf thing, like I'm like, oh god, Cargos, like because I know how much you enjoy the other part of it too.
Yeah,
like,
I do. I mean, spell cleaves are actually fun too, but it's just like another thing. Yeah,
They are, but it's
like a puzzle.
Okay,
It's like-
let's do it once. Let's do it twice. I'm not gonna do it 5,000 fucking times.
yeah.
You know,
For sure. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's fine. No, it's fine. All
we
right.
love you, Cargos.
Okay, I feel better. So, okay, Alterac Valley changes. Game's in a better spot with their BWL coming out. That's gonna slap some guilds around. Gonna clear it in an hour. Phase
Gonna
3 content.
slap.
There's also class quests and Dark Moon Fair. These are some of the other like smaller aspects of Phase 3. What else? Eternal Quintessence too. It's another one.
Can we cover a class quest real quick? Those
Oh, no,
are,
let's
I think, they're
cover it.
juicy as
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, class quests. Go for it.
So, I think there are a lot of classes that have good options. I think so. Shaman definitely get the enamored water spirit. It's not the end all be all trinket, but having that in your arsenal is so nice, dude. It's basically a mana spring on steroids, and it's fucking great, dude. Like it benefits your not just yourself but your whole group. And I think the warrior one is really good too, right? If I'm not
Also, the
mistaken.
road one's pretty good too. I think there's some really good ones. Yeah.
I'm
I gotta
looking
look
at it
those
right
up
now.
real
They're all.
quick.
I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah.
Diamond Flask for the Warriors. Use restores 9 health every 5 seconds and increases your strength by 75. Last 1 minute. Yo, these are some really flavorful trinkets. So the Warlock one is really flavorful too. The Warlock one, you can make a Void Walker with no shard. You know,
Oh,
what I mean?
wow.
It's the type of thing where you just keep it in your bag just in case, because like you will run out of shards sometimes. You
What
just be
page did
lacking.
you find that to compare them all, Cargos?
I just have a link right here. I'll link it to you. It's
Yeah.
Here. I mean, the Warlock one is it's not gonna give you some sick parts, but it's really flavorful. I
Did
enjoy
you link
it.
that in our chat? Or?
Yep,
Okay, cool.
right there for you. Those are all the class quests.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the enamored water spirit.
Well, where's the
the priest
rewards?
one.
I'm sorry.
Just click the one and then scroll down to the bottom. You'll see them. So the priest one is blessed prayer beads.
Yeah, the police one isn't that great. It's
Not
yeah.
that great. Use increases healing done.
Well, you have the prayer breeds are not bad. Yeah, it's like what
190
He's healing
healing.
done-
It's like a toe up for healing.
Yeah,
Seems
yeah, it's actually
insane.
pretty good. Yeah.
You have a toe up for healing.
And then they get the shadow staff. Yeah, so it's increases healing done by spells. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but the one that is actually pretty good. The breasted player breeds. I forgot about those. Fuck, So those are really good. Yeah.
You're telling me that every priest gets a healing toe up for free. You get a toe up for
Yep.
free.
Basically,
You get
Paladin one.
You get
It's,
a.
it's
Oh
only
my god,
a,
dude! You definitely need to get
It's
that.
You get
only a fucking a 2-minute
2-minute
cooldown too. Yeah, yeah.
Every priest gets a toe up for free.
Yeah. Oh my
Level
god, I totally
50?
forgot about the prayer breeds. Yeah, they're really good, dude. They're really good. You get that right, and then I think the rogues get what the rogues get again? The headpiece, I think, or a pretty good headpiece. God, I had those prayer beads on my last priest. I totally forgot. They're really good for certain fights, man. That those prayer beads and a 2-minute cooldown, right? That's fucking awesome.
I'm telling you, dude. There's a lot of good pieces that
Yeah.
come from these quests.
I can't wait, Melderon. We should do it together. When it
You
comes
get a
out.
toe up
Yeah.
for free at level 50.
For
It's
free.
better than
Yeah.
a toe up.
Yeah.
Isn't toe up like 175?
but this is only healing, but still, you know what I mean? For fucking,
Well,
it's
what
amazing.
do you mean only healing? You're a priest. That's
Well,
great.
he's saying like toe up is damage and healing. You know what I mean?
Still absolutely
Yeah, but still-
Oh my God,
no,
no, I'm saying,
Yeah,
it's not like a toe up how it is damage and healing. It's just healing. It was what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is most priests will be healing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
Right,
Biss?
right. Yeah.
I mean, it has to be Biss, right? What's better than this?
Oh my God. I mean, you have. Well, I mean, for the level, I mean, so it depends on the fight too, Cargos. It depends on what you're doing. Like if you want more of an MP5 trinket or whatever. But if on a quick fight where you're gonna have full mana, yeah, it's amazing. You're not gonna have anything better than that because it's 2-minute cooldown, right? And it lasts 20 seconds. So imagine that. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
dude.
depending on the fight, like if you're on a quicker fight, oh my God, there's nothing better than that.
Yeah, and then the warrior one isn't that more than isn't that more of a strength buff than the weapon
I forget the warrior
enhancement?
One, yeah.
Oh, not the weapon enhancement. You know what I'm talking about? Fucking
Because priests aren't going to get the toe up in MC, so they're just
No,
crying
you're
the whole
not
time.
gonna get toe
You know what I'm
up,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
but it doesn't
yeah.
matter because now you get it at level 50 for free. You get
You
a
get
toe
prayer
up.
beards, yep.
Wow, dude, what a
all you gotta do is
class.
run
They're
something
really
temple
good,
and
dude.
do
What a
some other
class,
quests.
man.
Yeah,
I need
Yeah.
the paladin one is shit, isn't it? I need some input on that. I can't
Paladin one, let me
really.
see.
Paladin one,
Value
let's
it.
see.
It says 3% crit on spells and attacks, but it
that's
lasts
huge for
only,
illumination.
Yeah.
but it's only 25 seconds.
That's how long a
Yeah.
boss fight is, though.
Yeah, dude, that's huge. 3% crit for 25 seconds. You get all that
That's
mana back.
actually really good. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You could use it for every
3%
multi-core fight. Dude,
crit is
how long
huge,
is your
dude.
multi-core fight? Like 30 seconds, probably.
Yeah,
Probably have 5
multi-core,
seconds.
probably, yes.
But for that,
Okay.
is that Biss from multi-core? Dude, these items are sick, let's be honest here.
They
dude.
really
These are
are.
all so flavorful. Who made this, dude? Who the guy raised?
The weapon is kind of funny though. Increases damage by holy spells.
Yeah, the weapon. Don't get the weapons. Like shamans, if you're listening, like you're like, oh, I want that wild staff. Don't get the wild staff. You're gonna replace it in like a level and a half. Don't do that. Get yourself to the enamored water spirit.
The hunter one is so sick too. You don't get this one; it's a meme. But if you do get the Devil Sword Tooth, there's 2 trinkets you can get. Devil Sword Eye, which everybody gets, right? Which is the one that increases your AP by like 150. It's like a little toe. Devil Sword Tooth is the other one for the pet. Your pet's next attack is guaranteed to critically strike if that attack is capable of striking critically. So if you go like some BM, like you know how Warlock has the black book spec where they're trying to make their pet as strong as possible. You can do a spec
Even for
with-
PvP would be pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go big boy pet damage and get that for fun.
Dude, those prayer breeds are really nice. I forgot all about those fucking things. They're so nice, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I can't wait now. Melderon, we got to do it together when we do it.
Yeah, I already got my my stuff ready for the first part of the quest.
What do you mean? Oh,
It's like 3 parts. So the shaman need to have like an elemental. I think do they all need one elemental? Is that how it works?
I'm trying to remember.
The shamans need elemental fire, elemental earth, elemental water, elemental air, and that's how you start the quest. Yeah.
No, I think I need 4.
Anyway, guys, go do your class quest for the trinkets. They're really, really good.
Yeah, really.
For most classes. Yeah.
Sorry to come back to the paladin one, but 3% crit. So wouldn't it just be better to have spell power instead? I mean, healing done instead.
Well,
Because
3% crit's a lot of crit, dude.
Yeah, but
just
you have to do some math though.
What is it though? What are you going to use instead? Just think about it. Which one? Do you have like a toe up type on use tempo based trinket that's gonna do you have anything
No,
like that?
but I have simple spell powered trinkets right now, which I think might just heal better in MC because the fight isn't long,
Yeah, but
so
crit's
it
all
doesn't
about
matter.
getting that mana back. Okay,
Yeah, but
it's
you
not
don't need the
long.
mana back.
For a longer fight.
Well,
So you don't need a mana back because it's a short fight, so
True,
you
okay,
rather have
yeah.
spell power. And also, on a longer fight, you probably want something that doesn't last only 25 seconds.
Oh yeah. On a
I'd say.
longer fight, you use a different trinket. But I'm just think about it if it was just a passive trinket that just said 3% spell crit on it.
Oh,
compared
that
to
would be
something
insane.
else.
That would be
passive
that
would be
lasts
amazing.
forever.
But if the
Yeah.
fight's only
Yeah.
25 seconds long or 30 seconds, it kind of is that, you know.
Well,
But if it's
not
only 30
really.
seconds, then why do you need that? He's saying.
Yeah,
why
then
do
you don't
need
need it.
that?
So then you just go with healing done.
But
instead.
getting a crit is really nice as a like that's
You
a
heal
huge
more.
amount of extra healing done. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I think it should be an option. You should have it as an option. I think you should definitely have it just in case. But that's the thing with the enamored water spirit. Like you're not going to use it every fight, but there are fights. Maybe you're in the healer group, and that you're able to produce mana tide, and then that for the healers, they're going to freaking love you, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know,
And then I don't have to
Anyway,
worry about it,
yeah.
and I can just pop my blessed prayer because I'll be getting all that mana back from the shaman. Yeah.
Yo,
Exactly.
honestly, I think if I had to vote for the coolest class trinket, though, I think it actually is the shaman one. That one is so cool, dude. Could you explain in like a very succinct way
yeah.
what
So
it is?
it's a very odd trinket in the fact that it actually is a water totem. So when you click that trinket, it doesn't cost any mana. So Mana Spring and Mana Tide both cost you mana as the shaman, and you don't get the full benefit of that totem. The Enamored Water Spirit costs no mana at all. So when you drop it, it restores mana over that 27 seconds or whatever. Even better, if you have restorative totems, it actually this trinket benefits from a talent. So if you have restorative totems, you get more healing back, you get more mana back than you would if you didn't have that trinket. Now, is it better than double Mind Tap Talisman? Probably not for yourself as the shaman. But if you're in a group with healers or DPS that are running out of mana during a long encounter, it's a great trinket to have. Like, absolutely great trinket to have. It's the only trinket in the game that I could think of. I'm sure there are other ones that actually benefit from your talents.
Right.
Yeah,
it's a very
that
cool.
is actually sick. Yeah, that it benefits from talents. It's just another thing you can keep in your. You're like more of a Swiss Army knife with that, right? If you need a longer fight or something. Like
that's the whole point. Yeah.
And those are the items that feel the best when it like gives you more diversity and power across multiple fronts. Love that, love it, man. It's natural.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the mage one too right now, dude. It's called Fire Ruby. Restores
the Fire Ruby,
1 to 500 mana, increases the damage of your next fire spell by up to 100. Effect lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Can you use that like a Renataki's, where you can just use it, get full value from it, then swap it out?
I don't.
You know, well, no, like you use it, then swap it, and still have the 1 minute buff. I don't know. Like, is that just some mage is gonna know? So you pop Fire Ruby, then you swap out to another trinket, or maybe the buff goes away. We'll see. Someone's gonna know, dude. Someone's gonna know. Anyway, the phase 3, the class quests are sick. That's something I really look forward to, right? Everybody's got something juicy to look forward to. Dark Moon Fair too. The cards, yo. We can start building those decks, guys. How do you feel about that? Is there any juicy decks?
Yeah, the healing deck is the blue deck is fucking amazing for healers. It's really nice.
Not for paladins, though.
Not for paladins. Okay. For priests, okay. We're talking about priests here. The real healers, all right.
Oh,
You get a chance to get 100% mana regeneration while casting. Really nice, yeah.
It's good for druids too, I guess. And shamans, I suppose.
aren't there there's some wonky decks too that do some weird stuff too, like some fun ones. What do you guys think in the chat? Is there any really cool? What's your favorite deck out of all of them?
My favorite deck would be the blue, yeah.
What is the blue one? Let me look at the Maelstrom, Dark Moon Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Maelstrom. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Moon card Maelstrom. Chance to strike your melee target with lightning for 33 nature damage. Oh, okay, that's not as cool as I thought.
That's not the
it's not as cool as I thought. Someone's gonna have some good one. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Jay Hellman, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Big streamer in the chat. Love to see it. All right, so Dark Moon Fair is coming out. That's something to look forward to too. So it comes out same time Beat Whale comes out then, huh? February 12th. Or
when's the first?
Week
is it
wise,
on the calendar yet? For on the website, does it say when the first Dark Moon Fair is going to be? Or no?
Yeah. When was it again? Wasn't it a few days
after?
I've read it somewhere.
Okay.
I can't remember honestly. By the way, the guy you call Jay Hyman or whatever.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, he's shaman, by the way.
Yeah.
I had an interview with him, so people kind of butcher his name, he said, and I heard you butcher his name.
Jay Hyman. Yo, that's so funny.
It's just shaman.
That's like
I didn't know you were talking about it first, Cargos. I was like, wait, what?
We had someone in Black Mamba, and his name was Jreamz, right? So it's you're supposed to say his dreams, right? Like any non-goldfish is gonna,
okay,
but for some reason I always called him Jay Reams. And it just became a meme. It's like that Key and Peele episode, yo. Like, hey, Ron.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ron.
Cargos, you have no idea. I do it all the time, too, man. I do it all the fucking time, bro.
Shout out to you, Jay Reams, if you're out there. Yo, Blue Dragon deck though. This deck slaps.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
2% chance on successful spellcast to allow 100%.
To get 100% mana regeneration while casting.
You're saying this is not good for Paladin, dude? This seems amazing. You're spamming Flashlight all day.
It's not as good as Paladin as it is for Priest. Let's just say that.
Okay.
The thing is, paladins don't have mana issues, so if you just stack crit and spell power. Then...
However, though, Dunedain, if you're if you're gearing up and you don't have that much crit, I would use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely it's good for sure, but I would not really put it in my personal best in slot list though.
Get all the gear,
So,
dude.
Some
yeah.
people might. Some
Cargos,
people
imagine that and like prayer beads. You know what I mean? That'd be fucking awesome
Ooh,
to have. Like
dude.
you have the extra spell cast for 20 seconds. You got all the extra healing power, and then you have the chance to get 100. And then also, you got to remember. So priests already have 15% mana regeneration while casting from meditation, and then 3-piece tier 2 gives another 15%. But once you're at 100, you can't have more than 100. So,
Yo,
right?
I gotta say that camp priest is kind of fun, man. Even just playing it at 19, you get a sense of the. You don't guess what my favorite priest ability is.
Wand.
Nah, I know that's yours. The
Sheep
wand
powered
does
shield,
slap. The
powered
wand does
shield?
slap. Nope.
Renew.
Nope. Not renew. That's the
What race are you?
I'm troll, but all I get is the
Oh,
Hex of
okay.
Weakness is solid. 12. Okay, it's Dispel.
Yeah, it
man.
is, isn't it? Especially at level 19, Hex of Weakness is crazy. Yeah.
Dispel's my favorite.
So
man.
Dispel, oh my
He's
god,
so
dude.
good.
Is it Cargos in PvP at level 60? Being able to dispel offensively and defensively is one of the most amazing things in the fucking world, dude.
It really is, dude.
So you can dispel a warrior who gets Frost Nova. You can dispel a shield, or I can dispel. So you're a fucking warlock. Oh, you just sacrificed your pet. Well, I'm going to dispel it. You just used fucking Shadow Ward. I'm going to dispel it. It's so strong.
I
dude.
noticed like a very real, substantial, tangible difference in the flag carrier dying when you just spam
Yes.
Dispel and do nothing else but just spam
Yep.
Dispel over and over
Dude,
again. The dude
Dispel
drops
all
like a
his hots.
sack of potatoes, bro.
You can dispel his hots, dispel his shield, everything. You know what I mean?
Yup, you just sit there. You feel when you dispel a regrowth, a priest
Oh,
gets
so
his
dude.
priest gets his wings somewhere, dude. When you
Yep.
it just
So-
feels
so
amazing.
This is the thing. People like really underestimate just how powerful Dispel is. It's so fucking strong
Yeah.
because you can do it offensively and defensively too. So like you can just someone puts Shadow Word Paint on you, dispel it. You know, like you got a Shadow Word Paint on your flag carrier, dispel it. You know, and you can dispel roots. You can dispel anything magical. It's so fucking good.
Yep.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, Melderon's like, you mean Purge? How is Purge?
Well, Purge is
Yeah.
Purge is
Purge
amazing too.
fucking insane.
Yeah,
dude.
Purge is insane, dude.
Especially
When
you're
you
shaman,
when you
dude.
purge a warlock sack bubble
Yeah.
or a paladin's bop or like a priest's bubble
Or a-
like,
or a,
mage's
or a-
bubble.
Dude, I mean the paladin dispel too, from Dunedain's perspective, is
Yeah.
insane as well, dude. It takes off like
It
3
is,
things,
yeah.
bro. It takes
Yeah.
like 3
It
things.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know I love dispelling when on a paladin when he fucking uses his run free.
Freedom?
Freedom.
Freedom?
Hand of freedom.
Blessing of
I
freedom?
love dispelling.
Run free.
Yeah.
Run free.
free.
Run free.
Fuck you guys.
Okay, so what do you think about the economy in once BWL comes out? Is there anything? I mean the basic stuff I'm bringing up is like shadow protection pot's gonna go up.
Yeah.
I mean fire protection pot's already expensive, but
Yeah.
All flasks, I suppose.
everything, all the flash price is gonna go crazy, go through the roof. What do you think about
Yep.
that?
There are a few things that I suspect that will go up because you have a few of the new profession patterns coming out. Can be different things. Like there are a few enchanting patterns, so the mats that you need for those, like the healing on bracer stuff, I think that will go up a little bit. Probably same for dark iron and elemental earth and all those kind of things.
Yeah. Elemental Earth's already going up. Well, I sold a whole bunch, made a bunch of money. I should have waited though. But,
You did?
I already used it, but yeah.
You already used it. Oh, okay.
My gold, dude. I have 57 gold on my main right now.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
57.
I feel that,
Wow.
Camp. I feel that, bro.
Yeah.
I feel that big time. I put all my money into this twink.
Yeah, dude, twinks are fucking expensive, dude.
They are. But
That's
you
one
can-
thing you guys realize if you want to make a twink, you're going to be spending, especially a good twink, okay? Like
Yeah.
you want to get the plus 100 health and chance, so that means
I
you
got
know,
those.
like yeah,
Oh.
that's a lot of fucking money right there.
Yo, let me
Yeah.
talk about twink. I have this presentation here. Talking about these little nuggets that I want to bring up. And Def Camp, yo, if you make a twink, I got
Yo.
an announcement for you, dude. If you make a priest,
Wait, what's up?
I got an announcement. But anyway, I want to just
I'm gonna
quickly
make-
shield
yeah.
twinking for you guys. All right. Okay.
All right.
What? Okay. Say something in the chat if you're not into twinking at all. If it doesn't interest you at all, please tell me why that doesn't interest you. Well, first of all, does it interest you guys?
Doesn't
While we're on
interest me.
it,
No, it doesn't interest me.
Okay.
I never did it.
Okay.
I am
Yeah.
really becoming more. So I had a level 39 shaman twink that I fucking loved. 39. I feel like 39 twinking is really good because, especially as shaman, because you can move faster than everyone else, right? Fuck. So I am definitely becoming way more interested in drinking. So.
Okay,
I will
well,
say that, yeah.
I don't need to shill it for Def Camp. Def Camp knows. Def Camp is woke. All right,
Well,
what about
I feel
thing
like,
is-
yeah, go ahead.
Go first.
I just feel like you're missing. I think most people who do it obviously have already done Endgame and experienced the whole rest of the game, so I understand that. But I feel like you miss so much of your tools as a class that, like as a shaman, I would feel so gimped. You know?
Well, that's why you do like a level 39 twinking. Like you might
Yeah,
like
maybe
that better.
39. Maybe I like that a little bit better. But then I always think to myself, I could be more powerful than this. You know?
what
And
about
that's kind of tough.
what about you, Dan? What is your thoughts on it?
Oh, I'm not saying that I'm never going to do it. Actually, it depends how you subscribe. How do you say it? It depends how describe indeed how you describe a twink. I think I twinked in Cataclysm because I had the level 60 and we tried to do Molten Core with it. So that's kind of PvE twinking, isn't it? But I like Melderon said, I rather play
I
on
never
level
thought about
60,
that.
honestly.
That's insane. PVE twinking too. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do the Battlegrounds at level 60, and I don't really see a point in doing it at level 19 or 29 or whatever.
It's fun though.
Dude, it's so fun.
It
Okay,
might be.
Let me shill it real quick. Let me talk about twinking. So, haven't twinked in a really long time. It was a whole new world for me. Melderon, you love the theory crafting. You love trying new specs and talents. It's a whole new beast. It's a whole new meta. It's a whole new, and it encapsulates the crude, wonky nature that makes Vanilla WoW so special.
Yes.
You have to like think outside of the box, use all types of weird consumables and stuff. You can try different builds. You have very, very limited talent points. So it's just a whole new like context that you have to apply talents, abilities, play style, everything to. No one has mounts. You know, different consumables are more powerful than other consumables. What are the best potions you can use for this bracket? It's also very accessible. So if you want to play with your friends, you're not going to necessarily make a level 60 on this character and put in a month of playtime, but you can make a 19. You can spin it up real quick and you can do some BGs with them. Also, another big drawback for me with twinking in the past was that the queue times is just going to be too long. I'm going to spend all this gold and I'm not even going to be able to play that often because it's going to be like 15 minutes, 20 minutes for a queue, and the scene might die out and it's not going to be worth it. Well, now we have Cross Realm. Some people are saying that in Cross Realm it's making twinking seem less appealing to them with Cross Realm. To me, it makes it more appealing. The queues are instant for me on Alliance. I queue up instantly. Doesn't matter. Any time of the day, instant queue, pop, be able to play a fun-ass Warsong Gulch, a whole new meta.
Well, that's a huge reason right there to fucking do it. I mean,
That's Alliance.
Yeah.
By the way, only.
Yeah,
still,
Horde's
I mean,
like 10 minutes, something like that. But okay, and there's not that much content out for it too, Def Camp and Melderon, man. There's really like not really many videos or anything out there talking about twinking or anything like that. You look really wonky and cool. I mean, you honestly just please try it, guys. Give it a shot. Give a 19 twink a shot. I promise you're really gonna love it so much. Doing the old dungeons, giving you a reason to run, do the actual dungeons and get the drops.
Yeah,
and,
I want a
what
19 rogue twink so bad, dude.
What do you do if you don't get the gear? Then you just start over, or what?
What do you mean?
Oh, because you're
You
saying
can't stop your experience,
right,
can you?
yeah.
that is actually the really cool thing that makes twinking really special too, guys. In Classic, you cannot disable XP, right? So you have to plan out everything way in advance. You have to do all of your quests early. You have to plan it out. You have to get all your exploration XP. You have to go if you want to go get AGM early. If you want to go get Furlbog Medicine Pouch, you have to do it early. You have to get it. You have to be creative to not get XP, but still be able to master loot gear to your character, right? You have to do all this crazy stuff. To make sure that you're not going to level past 19. So it takes a lot of craftsmanship to get into the twink scene. This is something I was totally not aware of this type of stuff. It's a whole new world pretty much to me. Cue the music, and it's just I'm having a lot of fun with it. And if you want to make a twink, Def Camp, a priest twink, okay, or a healer twink on Bloodsail Buccaneers.
I've had a 19 twink before. Yeah, on.
I won the Powerball the other day, man. I won the Powerball last night.
What?
All right, so this is the in game.
Let me get some of that. Oh, all right.
In-game.
I got my hand out.
Someone put up Blessed Staff of the Seer, level 19 Twink Bis item, right? They usually cost like 100 gold. Usually costs 100 gold on its own, right? They put it on the auction house with 55 healing on it. Guess how much? With the 55 healing for 110 gold. 110 gold.
What?
With the 55 healing. I yoinked that shit so fast I don't even have a character to put it on, Def Camp.
Oh my god!
If you make a priest twink on Bloodsail Buccaneers, on God, Scouts Honor, everybody can verify right now, I will give you a 55 healing, thick healing staff, dude, for free. Also, it gets better. It gets better, dude. It gets better. All right. Tree Bark Jacket on Scarum, 256 gold, because I made a priest on Scarum recently. It costs 256 gold on there, right? Already super expensive BOE chest, right? So that same guy put that chest on the auction house with +4 to stats. How much is +4 to stats? 100 gold? 150 gold?
Close to it, yes. Like, yeah.
80 gold. Tree Bark Jacket with that, bro. It's in my bank right now. On God, if you make a twink, if you make a priest twink, I will give you both of those, bro.
Didn't you have it? Didn't you make a priest
On
twink?
Scarum,
No?
it's horde. If
Oh,
you do it on
on
Blood
Scarum.
Sale, if you make like a little thicky dwarf priest, man, you're gonna get Tree Bark Jacket with +4 stats and
Oh,
blessed
I'm doing it.
Staff
I'm
of the
doing it.
Seer. Yeah.
I'm fucking
And,
doing
should.
it.
and it's gonna be so
Yeah.
fun.
You should stream it.
I fucking will. That would be awesome, dude. Oh my god. Do you have a 19 twink too on Blood Cell?
I do. I have a hunter. He's full best right now. I spent all my
Oh,
gold.
dude, can you
he's
imagine
amazing.
me and you fucking destroying shit?
I'm gonna stream it later, guys. Look forward to it. Spell Power Hunter at 19. I got 30 spell power on the staff. I got the 2-set bonus from Fang, so it's got 7 nature damage on that. And Venom Strike is slapping your mother, dude. It actually scales 1-to-1 with spell power. I'm just tearing it up. 30 scalps a game, dude. 20 to 30 scalps a game on average stuff camp. You're gonna love it. It's so much fun, man.
Dude, I'm doing this. I'm doing it.
Imagine having a staff at level 19 that has 77 plus healing on it.
Oh my god, dude.
Imagine that, dude. That's about to be
I'm
yours,
doing
bro.
it.
If you
I'm
might.
doing it.
Please
dude.
do it.
I'm doing it. Yep.
I'm
So
talking.
what's your goal in the end? What do you try to accomplish?
So what you try to accomplish is there's actually character progression even on level 19 twinks. So first and foremost, the main goal, objective, once you get something to 19, is slowly getting reputation to unlock the honored rewards with Silverwing Sentinels or the Warsong Gold's faction, right? Because you get a blue neck and you get a blue ring and you get those rewards, right? So that's a slow, steady grind. Also, rank 3 is the highest you can get at the 19 bracket in particular. The other thing, though, is that when ZG comes out, there's more progression because you have to get the lucky fishing hat. You know? You gotta go to the fishing and get the lucky fishing hat. There's also AGM, so you gotta somehow get AGM, but without getting XP because you have,
Yeah, how do you do that? How do you? Well, you just
have to
how do
plan
you
it out.
work it?
Some people
Yeah.
start queuing war songs at level 10, bro, and somehow twink themselves out as much as possible so that they can start getting the rep rewards and turning into tokens. Because if you're at 19, you can't turn into tokens anymore because it gives you XP.
Right.
Either way, I know I'm talking all of your ears off, guys, but I promise you, if you give it a shot, you give twinking a
I'm
shot,
gonna do it,
you may
dude.
fall in
I'm
love
gonna
with it
do
because
it,
it's
yeah.
a whole new meta, dude. To min-max and theory craft,
It is,
and
yeah.
it's I've just been having so much fun with it, man.
So I didn't know you couldn't get past Trend 3. Is that a hard cap or is that just because you don't get enough honor?
You're just not allowed. You can't get higher than rank 3 on a level 19. And then here's the other thing I wanted to say, man, about, and then I'll finish my goldfish slide here. So I've been playing on Blood Sale. It's an RP server, right? And I have had, seriously, guys, some amazing interactions with people to the point that I actually wrote them down. And in these interactions I had off stream on random characters, so no one knew who I was or anything like this, right? There's some really nice people on Blood Sale. I assume on RP servers, PvE servers, maybe just the community in general. But the other day, I had to go to Darkshire on my twink, and he was like level, and I wanted to get the flight path and get all the exploration XP, but he was super weak, right? And so he kept dying over and over again. And I asked someone who was in Darkshire that if I could pay him 5 gold to escort me over to Darkshire. The dude does that for free and kills every mob on the way, does that for free. And he was like, no, man, don't give that to me, right? People running up to you and trading you water for no reason. People just running up and handing you a potion, like just some lesser mana pots, right? That's happening all the time. Portals for free to Darnassus and back. The server economy, the twinking economy on servers like Blood Sale, some stuff, stuff is really cheap there. I'll just say right now, on RP servers and PvE servers, like a lot of, especially the PvP consumes are super cheap, guys. So like making a twink on those is it's so beautiful, man. You get the AGM, so much easier. And I've really enjoyed RP and PvE servers. I guess that's the point I'm making right there. And I have more stories I can say, but yeah.
The little experience I've had so far on like Blood Sale, everyone is so fucking welcoming, right? Like you feel like people actually care about, wanting to make the server and then the community like a good place.
Yeah.
And that's like, and it's a smaller, tight-knit community, which is something that we love, and I know Dunedin you love. And I think honestly, like that is, I can see me really growing on that server and having some more like on servers like that. I really feel like I really want to spend more time on those kind of servers, man.
Dude, they're so nice, dude.
Can I say that Bloodfang on EU is like the probably one of the best servers on EU? Just
his server is very
good. Oh my
good.
god, it's so good. It is.
It's medium pop, and that makes it awesome already. And it's like perfectly balanced alliance versus horde. I really, really like the server, and it's the best choice we made as a guild to move there. I would say I don't want now hundreds of thousands of people to come there. Just a few is
It
fine.
sucks, guys. Don't go. Yeah.
But really, it's great, man.
Yeah, that's where we're doing our Super Play Brothers, and I'm really, and you know, honestly, dude, like the same thing, same fucking thing. I love that, man, and I think it's one of the most important things you have to experience. If you're not having a good time in Classic for whatever reasons, first of all check the guild that you're in. Make sure it's a good guild. Check the server that you're on. Those things have such a big impact on your play when you're playing. They really do. Because someone in here earlier said something about, oh, I don't like this because I can never get this, and the pugs I have suck. Like, well, it's because you're pugging. That's why you're having a bad experience. You need to find a good guild where you can actually, get to know the people and play with them and learn with them. You know, if you're going to constantly pugging and judge your vanilla WoW experience based on pugs, you're not doing yourself you're not doing it any justice.
Some servers just have some, I don't know, man. There's something about BB in general, too. If you make a guy on BB, there's a high likelihood someone's just going to come up to you and give you, like, 4 bags.
Oh, they already give you, like, bags and gold, yeah.
Gold. Like, that stuff just happens for some reason. And I'm honestly the most selfish piece of shit on that server. I swear to God. I'm in trade looking for spell cleaves and stuff. Me, on Bloodsail, dude. I can't help it. Like, I'm just in there looking for spell cleaves, like, just trying to... I don't know, man. Like, the people are very good-spirited there, and I really enjoy my time there. And it's honestly, if you're a PvPer and you want to make a twank, dude, everything is so cheap. It's dirt cheap, bro. You're buying potions for like 1 silver. People put stuff up for weird prices on that server. It's not I basically I bought 500 gold worth of stuff Def Camp for like 180, on that server. That twink stuff I'm telling you about, man. It's all you if you want to make a Dwarf Priest there. But
I'm gonna do it, dude. I'm gonna fucking do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I already got Porridge over there, but I'm gonna
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the key to enjoying this game is to experience different servers and different factions.
Yeah. And different things altogether, like twinking too.
And twinking, yeah, that as well. I'm seriously. The hard thing for me is picking what I would want to play though.
Thing is, you can play your same class, Melderon. You can play Shaman again.
Not with
Shaman's
you guys.
amazing,
not with you guys.
Oh,
You're
not
on
with
Alliance.
us. But here's the thing, right? At 19, your class is different. It's not the same class at 60 with respect to the other classes,
course.
right?
Yeah,
so you can re-roll, again, the same class that you know and love, but it's a different meta. For example, 19 bracket, no one has mounts. So paladins who struggle with mobility immensely, right? They're very, very they're just as fast as everyone else.
Right?
They're moving. They can't even get pursuit of justice. Everyone is moving.
That's right. It's too early. Yeah.
The talents that you have access to at 19. It's going to have a
really,
totally different effect than the talents you have at 29 or 39.
See, the thing is, like, do I go, like, as a priest, should I go wand spec or should I go, like, because...
It's up to you, brother.
Because you can be more offensive or you can be a more defensive priest and go more into,
Priests have some of the sickest talents at 19, dude. You can go for Blackout and just spam rank 1
know,
Shadow Word Pain and stun people. I thought I was sleeping on that. I thought that was bad. It's actually really, really good.
It's actually really good.
You start spamming rank 1 Shadow Word Pain on people. The other thing about the 19 bracket is that the health pools are really, really large and chunky, so people don't fall over. People aren't getting tempoed out and bursted left and right. There's room for a lot of finesse. You can duck around a corner, hit yourself with a fat, heavy Runecloth Bandage, full heal yourself in 2 ticks. Like, you can use heavy Runecloth Bandage at 19. Did you know that, Melderon? That's insane. Because you can get first aid to 225, and then you can give the heavy Runecloth from a main.
So what this reminds me of is during the beta when level was capped at 30 and 40, the PvP meta was so significantly different from what I was used to from private servers. So I think it would be really fresh not having warriors one-shot people constantly, and like there's different classes that get to shine is what I mean. And I think that would be really interesting. So yeah, I'd be down for it. It's just a shame you guys are Alliance, but I'd be down for it. I'll have to see
a hunter.
What I
Didn't you like hunters at low level, Melderon?
Dude, hunters are insane, man.
Hunters are fun. Hunters are fun.
I'm spell power hunter right now, dude. How cool does that sound? Using Venom Strike from the Wailing Caverns as a shaman. You can actually go, dude. You can use that's the spec I see the shamans with the shield, and the pushback resist or the reduced healing cast time and a shield.
Oh
and
yeah.
Tanky, all that, dude. You get some
earth shocks on people and blow them the fuck up. The only thing the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Do you feel like there's a huge gap in skill though? Not skill. A huge gap. So non-twinkers versus twinkers. Do you feel like that there's
most people are pretty skilled in twinks, man. Most people are like 19.
So in every beach you go to, everyone's twinking basically.
Well, you have some people that are like really like stacked twinks. And then you have people that are like mediocre twinks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
But there's nobody walking in there like 14, like getting blasted away.
There are though, Melderon. But it's also people that are high speed though, because Melderon, because actually the pro way to level a twink is to actually go in a little bit early and to be under leveled so you can turn in the marks and get XP and rep. Because right now, at 19, I have to get the honored reputation without turning in any marks. It's going to take like 92 wins, I calculated, right? But if you go in there a little bit early and you can turn in the marks, you can dramatically accelerate the rate at which you get to honored with Silverwing Sentinels or whatever it is. So there are some people that are less there. And I'd say most twinks are not BIS. They're missing items, they're missing enchants and stuff like that. And overall, it takes about like a day to get used to the meta, but it's an extremely enjoyable meta. An experience. I really am enjoying it immensely. I could see myself just playing this hunter like indefinitely. I'm having so much fun on it, man. Having so much fun on it.
I have a question. Cargos.
Yeah.
Why are you not experiencing endgame? PvE.
I don't know, man. Just for some reason, it's not like the muse. You know how the muse visits you to make content or whatever. Like, going into a 40-man raid and going through there and getting DKP slowly and just.
I don't know, man. I think that's the best part of the game, dude.
Yeah, I mean, different strokes.
That's for me. Like, I love coming together with people and like towards a common goal like that. I don't know, but I get it. PvP can be that too, though. PvP can definitely be that too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something about seeing all the content, and I think that's really important for me, at least.
I'm really excited to clear out Naxxramas and stuff like that too, since I've never done it. But I also think when you're in a 60 BG, right? Like, there's people that are super geared and like they seem like they have just insane gear, insane coordination. They're doing these pre-mades with other people and stuff. When you play like a 19, 29, 49 twink bracket, you have that crude simplicity. There's something crude about vanilla, like the really kind of just ghetto wonky gear. That is encapsulated so much in these early brackets.
Gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling, honestly. It does.
Like, it does.
And you don't really fight pre-mades as much as at 60, man. You'll occasionally get maybe like 4 or 5 people queuing together or whatever, but I think this is a whole new type of aspect of the game that a lot of people don't really dabble into, and they may be sleeping on it, man.
I really appreciate what you're doing, Cargos, because I think you're bringing more to light these kind of things that, in essence, is what Vanilla WoW is all about, man. So good job with that, dude.
Thank you, man. And you know how right now, Melderon or Def Camp doing game, you make spreadsheets and you get excited about, what gear should I use for the raid? Like, should I itemize like different chest piece here, different enchant here? All of that still applies at these low-level twink brackets. Right now I have like 4 different blue chest pieces. I have a stam set, I have an agi set, I have spell power set, and I'm choosing piece by piece like which one I want, different enchants, different play styles, and the theory crafting for this like 19 stuff, I don't think it's done. There's still a lot of gear out there that people don't even.
I'm sure there is, dude. Yeah.
Like, haven't tried and stuff like that. You'll find classic WoW twink BIS lists, but they're not actually complete in my mind. They're missing some stuff on them. So it's just a whole other thing you can dabble in. Think about the 29 bracket. Did people really TC out the 29 bracket and find all the different options for characters and what the meta's like?
Right.
I don't know.
I think it's cool, but I think I'm not quite ready for it yet. I've been playing a lot on my main lately, not as much because I feel like I've done most of the things right now. But still, I'm playing the auction house, and after that, I plan on leveling an elt first. And I think after that, then maybe. But twinking seems like some kind of mini game you play inside of WoW, and I feel like there's still too much of the main thing that I want to do before it. But definitely, like you make it sound really cool. Honestly, I might want to try it out, but that's probably in like 5-6 months or so.
It's definitely understandable.
Paladins are insane, Dunedain. At 19, they're so sick. You have wisdom, you have freedom, you have bop, you have bubble. I think you have lay on hands. Yeah, you can. You're super tanky. You have spiritual focus. You have spiritual focus. You have the 70% pushback resistance at level 19. Your talents are super high impact. You put plus 55 healing on some shit, dude. You have a sword. You have life stealing on the one hander. Then you have a 2-hander with Crusader.
Level, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
19, dude. 180, 360 MLG no scope ACOG judging people and like turning around just bapping them with the Crusader. The low level weapons and the procs on them too are so juicy, man. Shadow Blade, Assassin Blade, all these awesome items, man.
I think I might try Rogue like everyone else on the planet.
Dude, try Rogue, dude.
Rogue slap, dude. They slap. They're basically like a Fury Warrior. If you ever wanted to play a Fury Warrior,
that's the problem. I feel like Warriors are so weak at 19. That's the problem.
They're chunky. They're chunky though. They're super chunky. They put hamstring is OP at 19. I swear to God, that shit you can't remove that.
Yeah, but I would just want to run hamstringing people like with Rogue. You know what I mean? Like, Rogue Strike.
If you ever wanted to,
Had no rage.
if you ever dreamed of being like a Fury Warrior DPS in the BG, going around and slapping people with one-handers, that's basically what a Rogue is in the 19 bracket.
Yeah.
They don't even have cheap shot yet. I don't think. Yeah, they don't have cheap shot.
No, they don't. But you can backstab. I think, right?
So they walk up to you with these big slapper one-handers, right, with like life stealing and fiery, and they just chunk you like monsters, just swing on you, doing so much damage. And they can duck around corners and heal themselves with bandage, and they have so much agi on them that they're dodging. It's so hard to connect with damage on them. All the classes are. Oh man, I don't know, man. They're sick. Everybody likes to see a little potato character become super strong too, and just inflating his HP.
Awesome,
my hunter has like 1500 HP, dude. He has like 40
crazy.
spell power, dude.
I
would pick Warrior, but I just feel like they would be really underpowered at
Rogue,
19.
I think you'd like
we love Rogue. Try something different. And here's the thing, dude, the likelihood of us ever raiding together on your server or my server is like, it's probably very low because we're on different regions and all this. But whipping up a 19 twink on someone's server, like you could do that. And then you're playing.
That's true.
You're not only playing together, you're doing one of the most fun things you can do in the damn game together. You're playing Warsong Gulch together, right? And you're not playing against like huge Chad pre-mades that are just going to stomp you and
I can definitely see that. Honestly, that sounds like something I'd like to do. But when you play in a different region, it's kind of hard to get that character to level 60, I suppose. And if you have a goal to make it to level 19, and there's still some kind of end game goal in gearing it up and playing together, I can see that would be that would be really fun to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my tirade is over. I was just trying to get this off my chest to the community.
No, that's
I
want to start doing more Twink stuff pretty much, and I think Tips Out is doing a Twink tournament too. It's coming up. Like there's some life there, some signs of life. He's doing like a 19 Twink tournament in a couple weeks or something like that. So that's what I heard.
I'm sure you're.
Do you mind if we talk about BWL a little bit before we end?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
So like I think that I'm really looking forward to getting into what I consider Classic WoW's first real raid. MC to me is a dungeon on steroids. I don't believe it's an actual raid, and I think that
it's a prep raid. You can say that.
Yeah. That's the first time making a raid. Of course, it's going to be kind of wonky and not really perfect, right? But I think BWL is where we first get to understand the main classic. I've said this a million times. There's one classic WoW mechanic really, and it's threat. And I think it's great to get into a raid where we're going to have to really watch ourselves, and people are not going to be able to just go ham right away on a boss because they're going to kill their whole raid, and but like you guys said in your stream, Cargos, it's going to be cleared in like 45 minutes by someone, right? But I think for the vast majority of guilds, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Look at my little SpongeBob meme.
That's exactly it. That's what they have to do. They literally have to.
This is one of the most upvoted things on Reddit this week.
Yeah. That's what they have. That's what they got to do, man. Because like, warriors are going to have to really consider. They gotta keep their eyes on that threat meter, man. And your parses don't mean shit, as far as I'm concerned, during progression.
If you dead,
that's it. Yeah, you're not doing any DPS if you're dead.
Dude. Yeah, so much of BWL, like I tell people in the raid, like when me and Melderon, were leading and trying to show example, like when you're progressing, forget about fucking parses, dude. You'll get your good parses once we're on farm.
Mm-hmm.
When we're progressing,
throw those parses away, just throw them out somewhere.
It's all about like healers, like your one mana pool. Like that's how you should be thinking. I don't care if you have a fucking 30 parse, whatever. Like if you're doing your job right, the way you're supposed to be doing it. If you're dispelling, I can't get a good parse because I'm dispelling. Too fucking bad. We're progressing. This is the way it's going to be. This is how we have to work together as a group, as a whole. If we're one team, doesn't matter what your fucking parses are. Once we get done farming and shit, then we'll worry about your parses, okay? And who fucking cares, honestly? If we're clearing the content, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing the damage you're supposed to be doing. You're doing, it's not all about just DPS or raw output numbers. It's about working together as a team, doing what you're supposed to be doing the mechanics properly. That's what it's about.
Dude, that's I couldn't have said it better. I despise the parses.
Yeah, I mean, I have a good parse, whatever. Like it's I got like a 96 or something like that. But honestly, what fucking who cares? Like all that really matters is, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing?
on your fight? Are you
Are
helping
we
the
downing
range?
bosses?
Are we downing bosses? Yes.
Downing the
That's
boss
the
gets
most
old though,
important
right?
thing.
To keep the content fresh and to keep a whole aspect of the game fresh and viable and competitive, because there has to be a sort of
We're
sense
talking
of
about progression, though,
competition.
Carlos.
Oh
We're
yeah,
talking about
progression.
progression.
On progression,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's a different story. But I'm just saying
Yeah.
there are some people who their favorite. I'm not one of them, but that their favorite aspect of the game is putting up damage, man, or healing or whatever, and
that's
doing
fine,
these raids
yeah.
and finding a way to take static content and keeping it fresh, exciting, and competitive. And they do that through the medium of parsing and Warcraft logs and stuff like that.
I think that's fine as long as they realize this is not a single game,
Yes.
Yeah.
and that their actions could negatively affect other players.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm a little worried about.
Like,
right?
I don't like. I got to do the most damage, and then you end up pulling fucking aggro and wiping the raid.
Or Veil and wiping the whole raid. You know, like that to me is dangerous. You know what I mean? Like that's a dangerous player in my opinion. So, there's a fine line, right? But like during progression, I'm gonna say like first raid, your parsers mean absolutely jack shit to me.
Yeah.
Like they mean nothing to me in like the first week. Like, sorry, that's just how I feel. And then once we start downing bosses and we feel comfortable, go right ahead.
Yeah.
DPS your fucking heart out, pop all your buffs, use all your CDs. As long as you're not killing us, I don't care anymore. But during progression, you're gonna watch your fucking threat, and you're going to, you know, we're gonna try to move as a unit. That's how I feel.
In
about it,
BWL,
you know?
this is going to be more of a factor than ever before, right? Because in MC you can
Yeah.
taunt everything, right? So it's like
Yeah,
in BWL, people are going to have to be more conscious than ever. Myself,
There's only a couple
included,
bosses you can taunt in BWL. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for healers, it's even a different story.
Yep. Yes, it
Parsers.
is. Yep. It's even more so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got
it's-
people like, oh, look at me, I got the most healing done. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, look at your overhealing. It's fucking 90%. Like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like, don't look at just what you like. Oh, like, and so much of it sometimes is
Doesn't really
dispelling
matter.
or doing this or like
Mhm.
you have one person who their sole job is to heal the tank. Like, okay, you're gonna have less healing, but you better be healing the fucking tank when he needs to be healed. And,
It's
you
what
know,
you said. It's one big mana pool, and if
Exactly,
someone is
yeah.
low on the parsers, doesn't mean he's a bad player or she's a bad
Right.
player or whatever. Just because his or her job was something different.
Exactly. Dude. Yep.
Do you guys
Yeah.
feel like your raids are ready for BWL?
Yes.
I
Damn.
hope so.
Yep.
But we've been PTR.
We've been
We've been
practicing.
actually PTRing for
Wait.
weeks.
Yeah,
For
I think
8
we already
weeks?
we have.
Yeah, weeks.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude. Oh, for weeks.
Yeah.
At least at 8 weeks.
For,
I'm like,
No,
no,
weeks,
no,
Christ.
Yeah.
okay.
it's been about
We have
two,
everything we need,
2 or
so-
3 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no,
we
we,
better not be too ready. I don't want to clear it in one try. So
well,
yeah,
our whole
yeah.
raid's not coming. We're only getting about half of our raid turning out. So
Yeah. It's not mandatory. Yeah.
But what's been nice is that we're learning about a lot of the players who actually have done BWL on private servers, and they're becoming with a lot of different insights. We have a shaman. We have an enhancement shaman
Yeah.
who is our
Yeah.
totem twister, and he was like, "Hey, I know these fights from tanking perspective.
From
I
tank,
did them
'cause
tons of times."
I do a
Yeah.
lot of the strats, and Melderon helps as well. But I've never tanked BWL, so there's a lot of things that I can tell him, like from what I remember. Oh yeah, like here you're supposed to taunt and do this, but he's like, well, if we go in this position, it's better. I'm like, because that's the kind of shit I need help with. Because like I can tell the healers what to do, I can tell some of the DPS whatever, and the range, but as a tank, you really have to know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And we have people that are stepping up, like Fane was stepped up big time, Too Often stepped up big time, and we're helping the tanks and melee and positioning things like that. And like right now is a time where like because once we go in there, the strats we have down, we're like, this is a strat we're going to be doing. But right now it's a time where we should be exploring different strats and looking into what's the best way to do, best place to stand, this, that, and the other, because so much of BWL is also positioning. Huge.
yes, positioning and threat are the two things. Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm really eager to. Honestly, this sounds a little weird and counterproductive, but I'm really eager to wipe again. We haven't done that in a very long time, so it's gonna be nice for us to kind of get our
Unless someone pulls
our
like
poop pushed in.
flashbacks, yeah.
Yeah,
Slapped around a little bit.
get slapped around a
Yo,
little bit. Yeah.
Thunder Fury though. Thunder
Oh,
Fury.
dude.
We don't have 2 bindings yet.
Who's
We
gonna
only
get?
have
Who's
one,
getting it first in Sidewinder? Are you getting
Sarmi?
it?
Sarmi. Yeah.
Damn. What
you
a-
don't have
Yeah.
one binding yet. You don't have
We have.
anything.
Oh, you don't have. No, we have one.
No.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have one. You said, yeah. Oh, damn.
You getting Hand of
One
Rag,
has.
Zune?
Yeah, but it doesn't drop. So,
Oh, dude.
but yeah. Well, I guess sometime in the future I will have it.
I want it so bad on.
He
a
says
shaman.
that with the biggest cheese on his face, dude.
I
That's
know.
how he for it, bro. The Paladin Sulfurous Dream, man. That's honestly like the coolest weapon, man. Let's be honest.
It is. Dude. I want it on a shaman so bad, man.
I started saving Arcanite bar, so
Nice.
If-
How much does it cost, like with all the mats and all everything?
what is it, like 2,000? Well, it depends if you if the ignats, if you buy them, or if you
Yo,
Well, the ingots are crazy expensive.
if you had Sulfurous hand of rag, would you ever take it off?
probably to heal.
Heal with it.
No, he'd heal with it. He'd heal
Nah,
with it.
man. Even with healing, bro, just in case, dude, you keep it on, dude. I don't know. I mean, if you
Well,
had
it's-
that, that's the dream. I
It
don't know.
slaps.
Yeah, by the way, it's more than 2,000. It's 50 Arcanite bar, so that's 2,000
Jesus.
already.
Jesus
Christ.
50 Arcanite bars. How much is an Arcanite bar right now?
It's about 4. If you buy them cheap, you get the crystals, and the transmute is free. Then you can have it for if you have a good price for 40 gold each.
40
So-
gold times 150. You said?
No, it's 50.
Oh, 50. I'm about to
So
say. Okay.
that's 2,000 gold.
Yeah, 42,000. Damn. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
that bad. 2,000. Just chill. You know, yeah, the DME.
Oh yeah, it's not that
bad.
bad. Speaking of, I have 50 gold right now. Yeah, not
sure.
bad.
That's
Sure.
How do you have 50 gold on level 60?
I've been buying a lot of stuff on my own.
Need to hit those lashers,
Alright.
fam.
I'm hitting them
Yeah.
right now, but I've
Yo.
been buying a lot of shit for my shaman. And
What level is he,
Yeah.
Camp?
33.
Dude, if you want, for fun, once you get into the 40s bracket, bro, because I've been playing 49 on my Boomkin, if you buy a Kang Decapitator,
Dude, they're not that bad right now. I saw one in the auction for 70 gold.
bro, Shaman slap at 49.
I know,
With the
dude, I'm
Kang
gonna
the
buy one.
Decapitator,
Yeah.
bro, and they come up to you, they will one-shot you. If they win for you
Oh,
with the
I
Kang,
know. I'm buying one
Mickey Knight,
because I
dude.
saw one for 70 gold. I was gonna buy, but I didn't have the gold.
Yeah, bro. That
If
49
if
Shaman.
someone wants to donate one to me, I'll happily Melderon. Happily accept it.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a nice fucking weapon, dude.
Yeah, it is, dude. I think it looks sick too. I love it. But I just got so I'm using Corpse Maker now, but I actually got the man slicer. What's it called? The
Man Slicer.
It's called the man destroyer. What the fuck's that axe called? Man.
Is that your porn name?
Yeah. The man destroyer. It has like a lot good amount more DPS. It's a 3.2 second. It's a 3.2 axe, but it actually does more damage top end than Corpse Maker does, even though Corpse Maker is.
You have an enchant on it? You got a fire or
No,
something?
I need.
Putting enchants on the low level weapons are so
Oh, it makes such
fun,
a difference,
man.
dude.
It's so
I know. I used to have an enchanter, so I used to do all the enchants myself. I would buy it at the auction house and then send it over for all the BOE items at least.
I gotta say, this is a little bit of an RP thing, but when I was getting my I'm kind of an RPer, man. Fuck it, I just embrace it.
I love it,
So,
dude.
so
Hell yeah.
on my hunter, I got the full Defias set.
Oh,
5 from running Deadmine so much, it looks sick. Dude, I got the cruel barb. I'm all blacked out right now. I got the black swashbuckler shirt.
that's awesome.
I mean, it's
That's
not the best gear, but I
Yeah,
might
it
just
looks
wear it
cool.
into a BG just for the lulz of it.
awesome. Dude.
Yeah.
I love this fucking game.
Yeah, me too, man.
It's cool, isn't it?
I'm sprung
It's a
on
great
this
game.
game right now, dude. Motivation is high for me, man. I kind of wish Blackwing Lair came out a month later because I've been.
Well, that's the thing. So, like for us, the game doesn't need saving,
Mhm.
So that's the topic that we put because some people do think that, but we really don't. I can say for myself, I know I'm having a great time leveling it all, doing what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, I love this fucking game, and I think there's nothing in the and you can take a couple days out or take a week off and come back, and it feels so refreshing sometimes,
Yep. Dude,
It's
19
true.
twink, 77 healing staff is all yours. That can't be making
Dude.
make a
I'm
priest.
coming, bro.
That's
I'm
a
coming.
300. That's like a 300 gold staff right there, and like 350
Oh.
gold tunic or something like that. If you consider the +4 stats and the 55 healing, let's do it, man. Doing it.
I'm gonna need some help though because I have no main over there.
I'll
So if you
run
help
you
me out a
through.
little bit.
I'll run you through.
All right,
I'll run you
cool,
through. Dead
sweet.
mines, whatever you need, bro. I know the
Awesome,
priest gear
awesome.
because I did it myself. Get you
Awesome.
the arcanums, the
Yes.
plus 100 hell to head, all that stuff.
Dude, that
It's
would
gonna
be
sick.
huge. So I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna make him today then.
Oh,
I'm just gonna name him. I don't know. I'll figure a different name out. I don't want to be Death Camp. I'm gonna be something else.
And if
So-
any of you guys in the chat want to play too and make some twinks, try it out. It will take you about a day to get up and running at 19. You don't have to get the best gear to be fine in the BGs. I'm telling you right now. You don't have to go super ham with the twink. People overestimate it. Come chill. Come Blood Cell Buccaneers Alliance, and we can do it. Anyway, that's about twinks.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
All right. Should we wrap up?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good episode, guys. Yeah,
Yeah, it was really good. I had a lot of fun today, guys, and it was nice having my brother back. I haven't seen
Oh,
him in
so
years,
nice to have you
so-
back, man.
Yeah, it was really good to be back.
Yeah.
I'm putting a video link in chat, guys, in the YouTube chat. Let me know what you guys think. This is my opinion piece I just put out from TBC.
Oh, nice.
Let me know if you think it's too soon, or let me know what you think about TBC. So I'm gonna poll the community with this. I'm gonna see how many people want to go back to TBC.
Yeah,
So-
I really appreciate if you comment on the video, guys. That would be huge. Yeah.
Help them out, man. Help them out. Defcam Melderon, the best of people. Dunedain, the best of people.
Oh,
Check out
Cargos,
the videos.
love you, man. The
Do all that
best.
good stuff, dude.
What you're doing for Classic WoW right now, Cargos, is huge, man. Really
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just selfishly having
Yeah.
fun over here, man. I'm honestly just having so much fun. Like, I'm about to hunt on my hunter right after this in stream soon. Like, I want to
Nice,
show you
dude.
guys.
That's
If you,
fucking awesome,
you guys
man.
want to watch some? Have you guys ever saw that before? Spell Power Hunter level 19.
Dude, I'm gonna
Doesn't
watch that. I'm
doesn't
gonna watch that
slap,
shit, dude.
Venom
Fuck yeah.
Strike. Oh man.
I had a theory
That's
craft video of Spell Power Hunter right before Classic WoW.
Oh, you did. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, real quick, guys. If you haven't seen Dunedain's PvP
Oh
montage,
my God, it's amazing.
it is the best PvP montage I've ever seen.
you have ever seen.
Epic
It's
gamer
literally the
moments.
best.
Yeah.
That's from a shaman, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes.
from Shaman. It is literally, guys. There is no better. Like Unbreakable, forget about it. It's like unthinkable. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So watch that, and then watch our video as well, and then watch Cargo's stream.
I want to do shout out to Shaman with the
Oh,
Shaman cast. I was in there, so but I saw Defcamp and Melderon were in there too.
We
and
love
he's-
Shaman's good people,
Yeah,
man.
Shaman's
He's-
Jamin
Yeah,
is a
very, very
great
nice.
podcast host. He's an
Yes,
excellent
and
podcast
a good
host.
streamer too. Really good streamer. as
Shaman
well.
Tank.
that's
Shaman
true.
Tank Melderon. Tanks on Shaman. You love
You-
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jamin, dude.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Yeah.
I want to do
Yeah.
another shout out to Juno Eclipse from the People of Azeroth podcast.
Oh,
you should
yeah.
check it out. That's I think it's a newer podcast. From Australia, he is so kind of like the new Josh.
Hey,
Corbett.
Mike. It's not my opinion that matters. It's yours.
Yeah,
Not bad. Not
really,
bad.
I had a really nice chat with him, so you should go and check it out too.
Can we put your YouTube and do you have a Twitch Dunedain? No, right? Or do you?
I don't. Yeah, well, actually, I do. I have like 5 followers.
gotta-
But nah,
gotta do
just
something about
YouTube
that.
is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Put the channels in there too, because I think a lot of you guys are slacking. You're not woke to the Dunedain content, man.
Yeah, you guys got to check out that video though. Seriously, the one.
Camp, you gonna stream again though? Melderon, you gonna stream?
I
again?
am. I
Those are
am. We're
trolling.
gonna. Yeah. Yeah.
The streaming thing. All right. let's
I'm
flip
gonna
it.
stream again.
I'll
Melderon
be
might
purely
not,
honest
yeah.
about what my intentions of streaming. I was trying to get my fucking brother to start streaming again, right? I don't really enjoy it. To be honest, to be perfectly honest, I was trying. Maybe I can get him into it if I start streaming. Will I ever
Oh,
do it
come on,
again?
you were enjoying it.
You were enjoying
What?
it.
No,
you,
hold on,
you were a
hold on,
natural,
hold on.
dude.
Hold
You're
on.
a
Will I ever do
You
it?
got
Will I
that
ever
arm
do
and
it again?
everything, dude.
Can I
Yeah.
finish? Will I ever
No.
do it again? Maybe. And I probably will stream again. It's just really hard for me to keep a schedule with something like that.
Yeah.
So I want you to stream because you're a better streamer than I am, Def Camp. So I would rather you stream.
Yeah, I know. I want to, and I am going to be streaming again. This week for work for me was actually insane. But yeah, I really do plan on streaming again. So I'm going to be back.
I wasn't opposed to it, but I really wanted to stream my warrior, and I'm waiting for Def Camp to get his shaman up. So
Yeah.
I will start streaming my warrior
Yeah.
again.
So we can stream together if we want to.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Dude,
we'll
make
see.
an alliance twink, Melderon. I'm telling you, you will actually have fun, bro. I promise, guaranteed, 100% chance.
That I'm interested in. I kind of was.
You already have a paladin at like 15 or something, dude. You
Paladin
can.
wasn't really doing it for me. So maybe we can.
Okay.
Maybe we can do a rogue.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Do
I will.
Rogue, bro.
I
think you'll
will.
like the
I will buy you
Yeah.
some shit, bro. I will farm
right,
some
okay.
shit and then buy you some shit, so you have some nice things to look forward to. If you make
No,
it
all
to-
three of us streaming
Okay.
together was so much fun, dude. We got Phage over there too, right? And
Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be a lot of fun.
I'm on Bloodstone
Yeah.
on the Hunter right now. But I have a horde priest on Scarum too. If you want to twink on there too, we can do some games there too.
Well, I'm gonna make my priest on Bloodsail.
Okay,
yeah.
nice. Yeah, because you got the staff over there. Yeah, staff and
Yep,
chest.
dude,
yeah.
I'm fucking. Oh, that's so sexy.
77 healing staff. Just saying. 350
Oh
gold
my
staff, dude. Just saying.
God.
Yep, all yours,
oh,
bro.
That's so sick.
Yep. All
I'm
right,
just
guys.
gonna link my Discord in the chat too. So if there's still anyone who wants to join Alliance Guild on Bloodfang EU server, it's a PvP server, you're welcome. Especially socials. Some classes we still need. I think we need one Resto Druid right now, so feel free to check it out.
Hells yeah. All right, yeah, I will be streaming it again. I'll be
probably streaming this week or maybe even tomorrow. I want to stream the when we do Super Play Bros. I want to stream it so that people can watch it, and then they can watch from Melderon's point of view on the video. So we're gonna do that as well.
Yeah, just make sure you put push to talk on, so won't be like but it'll be. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Yeah. It'll still feel organic. That's the most important thing. But guys, it was great to be back on GMA. Hopefully we can do another weekend one soon. And it was really good.
Hell yeah, guys. Till next time on GMA 41. Signing out, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Have a good one. I'll be back real soon with some Hunter gameplay. Peace.
Keep on, baby.